ní máa sùn sí gẹ́gẹ́ bí ibùgbé lẹ́yìn tí wọ́n bá ti ṣiṣẹ́ òòjọ́ tán. Èmi nìkan kọ́ ni mo wà níbí. Ẹnì kejì mi Mọ́rẹ́ni kejì Ṣọba lójú pàápàá wà níkàlẹ̀ láti máa mú wá fún wa lédè Gẹ̀ẹ́sì.
Thank you, Remy. Yes, we're welcoming you live from Kemta, Ijaba in Abeokuta, where the official commissioning of Prince Court Housing Estate, one of the mass housing scheme of Prince Dapo Abeokuta, under the social welfare and well-being of his Ishaya agenda. This housing unit, as you know, is going on in all parts of the state. I mean, the 3 senatorial districts. We have in Ijebu-Ode, Ilaro, Adodota, Shagamu, Okemoson, where we have the King's Court. Kobakpe scheme is also there. This is to ensure that the people of Ogun State, irrespective of your class, your status, or your cadre, you become a house owner. Shelter is one very important key need of human existence. This is why the government of the day, under the leadership of Prince Dapo Abeokuta, is ensuring that this is well taken care of and housing is cutting across every nook and cranny of the state. Let me give Remy Adebiyi to tell us more in Yoruba language. Thank you, Remy.
Ó ṣé Mọ́rẹ́ni kejì. Gbogbo ẹ̀yin tí ẹ̀ ń wò wá lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́ báyìí ní iléeṣẹ́ tẹlifíṣàn ìpínlẹ̀ Ògùn OGTV tó kalẹ̀ sílùú Abeokuta. A ti wà báyìí ní Prince Court Estate tó wà ní Kemta Ijaba nílùú Abeokuta. Àwọn èèyàn pàtàkì náà ni wọ́n ti ń dé síbí láti wá kópa nínú ayẹyẹ tòní. Gẹ́gẹ́ bí a ti mọ̀ lábẹ́ ìṣẹ́yá èyí tí ìṣàkóso yìí nípínlẹ̀ Ògùn tí wọ́n ń gùn lé láti fi mú ìgbéga àti ìdàgbàsókè tó yẹ bá àwùjọ ìpínlẹ̀ Ògùn lápapọ̀ náà ni wọ́n ti fi wò wípé ìpèsè ibùgbé ó jẹ́ ọ̀kan pàtàkì nínú àwọn ohun tí ó ń jẹ àwọn ará ìlú lọ́kàn láti ní. Ìdí rèé tí wọ́n fi ń nawọ́ ètò ìpèsè ibùgbé káàkiri ẹkùn ìdìbò mẹ́tẹ̀ẹ̀ta tó wà ní ìpínlẹ̀ Ògùn. Tí a bá wò ó ní àárín gbùngbùn ìpínlẹ̀ Ògùn níbí náà ni a ti rí ti Prince Court Estate tó wà ní Kemta Ijaba nílùú Abeokuta, ti King's Estate ìyẹn wà ní Kobakpe. Bákan náà ni a tún rí èyí tó wà lókè mọ̀sán nílùú Abeokuta. Gbogbo eléyìí náà ni ìṣàkóso yìí ń gùnlé láti fi rí wípé wọ́n pèsè ibùgbé kárí àwọn èèyàn àwùjọ ìpínlẹ̀ Ògùn, tí wọ́n sì rí dájú wípé nípele tí Ọlọ́run ọba ṣe aṣọ àlùbọ́sà náà ni àwọn ilé yìí wà. Bí a ṣe rí àwọn tí wọ́n gbówó lórí gegere, bẹ́ẹ̀ náà ni wọ́n kọ́ àwa tí ó jẹ́ wípé owó tó ń wọlé fún wa ó wà ní péréte níwọ̀nba bí agbára wa ṣe lè ka ni wọ́n pèsè àwọn ilé yìí. Tí ẹ bá wojú ẹ̀rọ amóhùnmáwòrán yín, ẹ rí wípé àwọn ilé yìí bí ó ṣe rí, gbogbo àwọn ohun àmúyẹ tó wà níbẹ̀ náà ni ẹ̀ ń wò yìí. Títì tó dára ni wọ́n ti ṣe sí agbo ilé yìí, omi ti wà níbẹ̀. Bákan náà ni ó wà ní àyíká tó fani mọ́ra tó dùn ún wò lójú. Bí ètò náà bó bá ṣe lọ sí náà ni a máa jẹ́ kó dé sétí ìgbọ̀yìn láti iléeṣẹ́ tẹlifíṣàn ìpínlẹ̀ Ògùn OGTV tó kalẹ̀ sílùú Abeokuta.
Adé apẹ́ lórí. kábíyèsí o mo ṣí fìlà forí adé adé apẹ́ lórí bàtà apẹ́ lẹ́sẹ̀ lọ́la bẹ́ẹ̀ bí kábíyèsí dàgbúrèwé ti ń wọlé láàárọ̀ yìí àwọn àti aláyélúwà ẹkùn kejì ó ní wọ́n jọ wọlé ọlọ́ta àti ọ̀tà kábíyèsí aláyélúwà ọba pòfẹ́sọ̀ torí kò sí bá a ṣe fẹ́ pé kábíyèsí ìta ní fi pòfẹ́sọ̀ yẹn kún wọ́n kà á ní wọ́n gba ìmọ̀ yẹn wọ́n tún gba sátífíkẹ́ẹ̀tì yẹn ọba pòfẹ́sọ̀ abdulkabir ọbalálẹ́gbẹ́ kábíyèsí mo kí yín o bóyá kí n tiẹ̀ sọ pé tẹ̀kíbí Allahu Akbar lẹ́gbẹ̀ẹ́ kábíyèsí àrólé ti aláké gbogbo Ẹ̀gbá lápapọ̀ bàmí aláyélúwà tí n bá ti ń wò wọ́n táwọn náà ń wò mí tó ń rẹ́rìn sí mi lèmi náà ń rẹ́rìn sí wọn kábíyèsí ọba Fatai Àkámọ́ olú ti gbogbo Ìtòrí ẹ ṣeun kábíyèsí olú Ọbáfẹ́mi àwọn náà wà ní ìkàlẹ̀ kábíyèsí ọba Taofik Káyọ̀dé Owólabí mo kórí adé o adé apẹ́ lórí bàtà apẹ́ lẹ́sẹ̀ lọ́la bẹ́ẹ̀ kí n máa kí gbogbo àwa olóríire tá a wà níbí lónìí torí pé ọjọ́ tọ́lọ́run ọba gbà fún wa ó jẹ́ ọjọ́ tó dáa ọjọ́ kìíní nínú oṣù tuntun gbogbo àwa olóríire tá a wà ń bí màá mọ̀ bóyá a ti dé àbá àti ìdè olóríire o ó yẹn ò tí ì rinlẹ̀ tó olóríire o bá mi sọ fẹ́ tó ń wù ẹ́ tó ń wò mí yẹn pé ire tèmi máa pọ̀ ju tiẹ̀ lọ mi ò ní kẹ́ ẹ fọwọ́ gun ẹni yẹn mo ní kẹ́ ẹ sọ àwọn èèyàn kan tún mú ọwọ́ wọn tún fi ń gun bá mi sọ fẹ́ni tó jókòó tì lẹ́gbẹ̀ẹ́ yẹn pé lóṣù keje yìí a máa fi re wá mi rí a ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ àdúrà nìyẹn o bá mi sọ fẹ́ni yẹn pé lóṣù keje yìí ilẹ̀kùn ayọ̀ á ṣí fún mi kí lẹ sọ I don't get a lot àwọn èèyàn ara wọn ti wà lọ́nà wá bá mi sọ fẹ́ tó wà lẹ́gbẹ̀ẹ́ pé kọ́kọ́rọ́ tèrè tèmi náà kọ́dún yìí tó parí màá rí i ṣí. gbogbo àwa tá a ti lé foundation mo ní ìmísí ẹ̀mí mímọ́ láti sọ fún wa láàárọ̀ yìí ṣé ẹ mọ̀ pé oṣù mẹ́fà náà ló kù láàrin oṣù mẹ́fà Ọlọ́run máa ń gbé bí ti ń ṣe ẹ̀dẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀ ni àbí bẹ́ẹ̀ kọ́ ìwọ tó o bá ṣe àmì lílà yìí láàrin oṣù mẹ́fà ó máa parí ilé tiẹ̀. ọjọ́ kìíní nínú oṣù keje àwọn màláìkà wọ́n ń sọ fún mi ìwọ tó o bá lè ṣe àmì kọ́run kó gbọ́ ohùn ẹ ilẹ̀kùn ire tá a tì mọ́ ẹ ó di ṣíṣí. wàá bá mi sọ fẹ́ tó wà lẹ́gbẹ̀ẹ́ kó o rẹ́rìn sí pé rẹ́rìn yẹn kọlẹ̀ pé tún rìn kọlẹ̀ pé sọ pé ire mi ti dé. Parks Management Parksco mo kí yín sà a kú oríire òní kò sí béèyàn ṣe fẹ́ débì a máa rìn lórí títì náà ni àádẹ́gba oríṣiríṣi gáràjì kọjá àbí bẹ́ẹ̀ kọ́ ni uproad ẹ̀ẹ́dẹ̀ wa lè jẹ́ kó tún super jù bẹ́ẹ̀ uproad super yẹn jẹ́ kó rinlẹ̀ náà uproad. kí lẹ ti pè é ok ojí spam kí lẹ sọ mọ́mì èrò à ń kíra wa ni o àbí bẹ́ẹ̀ kọ́ ni nígbà tí mo sọ kíní yẹn mọ́mì yẹn náwó sí mi báyìí mo ní ojí spam unity ara àwọn pípù ti wà ń lé ọlọ́run ọlọ́run yẹ wá sọ́dọ̀ àwọn màmá ń bì àwọn èèyàn eré náà máa ń pè òótọ́ ọ̀rọ̀ dẹ̀ ni kò sí bá a ṣe fẹ́ gbàdúrà ọlọ́run ní yọ ọ̀rọ̀ obìnrin kúrò nínú ọ̀dọ̀ àwa ọkùnrin bẹ́ẹ̀ náà ni ọlọ́run ní yọ ọ̀rọ̀ ọkùnrin kúrò nínú ẹ̀yìn ọ̀rọ̀ obìnrin torí àwa méjèèjì àjọ lẹ̀pọ̀ ni pàtàkì lóbìnrin ẹ wo ohun tó fi gbé ẹ wo ohun tó fi gbé àwa ọkùnrin pàtàkì lọ́kùnrin ṣe ẹ rí difference ṣe ẹ ti rí difference ṣe ẹ ti rí difference okay ṣe ẹ lè kọ́ ní ìsìn pàtàkì lóbìnrin ayé ilé. àìmọye òjò tó rọ̀ tẹ́ẹ̀sì ń lé tá a sùn bẹ́ẹ̀ ni àbí bẹ́ẹ̀ kọ́ gbogbo ọkùnrin olóríire tó wà níbí ìdá pàtàkì lọ́kùnrin ẹ máa tọ́jú wa o ayé ilé pàtàkì lọ́kùnrin ẹ máa tọ́jú wa torí bẹ́ẹ̀ ò rí wa ẹ ò ní lè sùn pàtàkì lọ́kùnrin ẹ máa tọ́ ìjẹta ó pẹ́ kí n tó tìbí iṣẹ́ dé ìyàwó mi ti ń pè mí bọ́lẹ̀ dé náà àmọ́ ní kí ló dé ó ní torójò tó rọ̀ yìí náà ni ẹ̀yin náà fẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣé mi èmi mọ̀ pé pàtàkì lèmi èmi ò lè sùn dáadáa ta ló sọ fún yín bẹ́ẹ̀ béèyàn bá ti pomí lò tó tutù dáadáa tó gbé lura kí ló máa ṣẹlẹ̀ á tún horun gan pàápàá á ní bọ́tà wọn tá a bá tí ì dé bá ara wọn á máa gbọ̀n pẹ̀pẹ̀pẹ̀pẹ̀ ara wọn á máa gbọ̀n pẹ̀pẹ̀pẹ̀pẹ̀pẹ̀ àwọn kan náà wá gbalé tiwọn lénìí wọ́n sanwó ẹ̀ ìjọba fún wọn kọ́kọ́rọ́ lágbára ọlọ́run tiwa náà máa dé torí ibi tá a bá ti ń ṣeré lóòótọ́ náà ti máa ń jáde mo wá dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ gbogbo àwa tá a wà ń gbé láàárọ̀ yìí a ti gbọ́ pé aago mọ́kànlá ní ètò yìí máa bẹ̀rẹ̀ a dẹ̀ ti dé ká aago mọ́kànlá tó lù jẹ́ n sáré ṣàdúrà ìfẹ́yìn tẹ́ ẹ bá lè hàn ire ò ní bọ́mọ ẹ lọ́wọ́ ayọ̀ ẹ ò ní bọ́mọ ẹ lọ́wọ́ ìgbéga tó ń wò lọ́ọ̀kan ìwà débẹ̀ gbogbo àwa obìnrin tá a dúró sídìí ẹrù wa wọn ò ní lé wa kúrò ń bẹ̀ olórí àdúrà ni torí béèyàn bá bi obìnrin pé kí lẹ̀ ń ṣe àwa ni mo dúró tẹrù mi ni àbí bẹ́ẹ̀ kọ́ ni lágbára ọlọ́run ẹ wà ní sọkún nídìí ẹrù tẹ dúró tì yẹn mo kí gbogbo wa wípé a kú oríire lọ́pọ̀lọpọ̀ lábẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀ gbogbo àwọn tí mi ò bá tí ì kí kán tètè bá mi forúkọ wọn ránṣẹ́ o torí ìgbà yẹn ló máa di pé bóyá MC ò fẹ́ràn wa wọn forúkọ yín ránṣẹ́ sí mi ní o tí n bá ti tètè rí orúkọ yín màá kí yín o ṣó ti yé wa ṣó ti yé wa kí lẹ sọ àmì ìwà lè sọ yẹn àti bẹ̀rẹ̀ òṣèlú nìyẹn tí n bá ti ní èèyàn kan àti bẹ̀rẹ̀ òṣèlú nìyẹn àfi kí n dárúkọ ẹ̀ dárúkọ níjọ ṣé mo ti dárúkọ wọn àwọn wo leléyìí Justice Forum àwọn wo leléyìí mi gbọ́ oní nǹkan àbí kí náà ti korúkọ wọn ẹ̀yin oní nǹkan ókè ẹ bá ti ń gbàtà ẹlẹ́yin ló ní nǹkan èmi náà ò ní nǹkan bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe ní nǹkan lèmi náà ní nǹkan àwọn méjèèjì lájọ ní nǹkan ó wá di nǹkan ×2 raised to power 2 gbogbo òṣìṣẹ́ housing corporation ẹ kú oríire finally mo ní finally ẹ ṣe jàre ẹ̀yin bá mi béèyàn ò bá fún wọn láàyè láti kọrin wọn ò ní jẹ́ kéèyàn jó ń jẹ alẹ́ sùn mò ń bọ̀ ẹ jẹ́ káwọn èèyàn mi bì up amora unity amora unity ẹ ṣeun lọ́pọ̀lọpọ̀ mo kí yín o ẹ ṣe ẹ ṣẹ́yìn microphone máa fi kí yín cultural troupe àbí báwo mo ṣe fẹ́ kí yín great God great God we dance to connect gbogbo àwa tá a máa gba létà àti mú jòkó ẹ jẹ́ ń sọ nǹkan kan fún yín ṣe rí mọ́mì mi aago mẹ́jọ náà ti débì pé lẹ́nìí èní lè ní jẹ́ ẹni abẹ lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀ ó pẹ́ tí mo ti ń retí kó máa fún wa ń kọ́kọ́rọ́ ilé tí mo rà mọ́mì mo kí yín mà ẹ kú oríire ṣe rí intínú mi ṣe ń dùn ní pé wọn ṣe lẹ́yìn yín lágbára ọlọ́run lọ́jọ́ tí nǹkan rẹ bá máa kàn wá ẹlòmíì ò ní dípò wa ń bẹ̀. mo kí àwọn orí adé tó ti ń wọlé màá tó wá gborúkọ wa màá kí gbogbo wa pátápátá. Let me recognize our retired heads of service that are here today. I respectfully recognize the presence of Elder Shola Adeyemi MNI. You're most welcome, sir. Also here today and seated, Engineer Larry Bisiriyu. I recognize you. And of course, I will recognize in a special way one woman that gave me the lifeline. Sorry for that break in transmission. It was due to NEPA failure. NEPA ò dẹ̀ múná kankan lọ. Ayé ìgbà yẹn ọ̀dọ̀ wọn ni mo ti kọ́ tó ti máa ń sọ pé it was due to NEPA failure. Àìmọye oríṣiríṣi nǹkan ló máa ń ṣẹlẹ̀ studio ńgbà yẹn. Borí NEPA la máa ń rún gbogbo ẹ̀ mọ́. One woman that gave me the lifeline while on my industrial attachment to their organization. She recognized the voice and said, you can do something. Molemi. She said, my brother, you can do it. And after doing just one voice over, she said, yes, that is it. I celebrate and I recognize today. Ní bínú torí gbogbo àwa tá ń ṣe lórí rédíò tẹlifíṣàn a máa ń larúkọ mọ́ra wa lórí ni lẹ́yìn ìgbà tá a bá parí ètò a lọ máa yanjú gbogbo ẹ̀. Modele Sharafa Yusuf, you're most welcome. Thank you very much indeed. The Honorable Commissioner for Youth and Sports, Dr. Taiwo Oluwadare, or Oluwadare Taiwo, méjèèjì, the same thing náà ni. I recognize you and you are warmly welcome. Honorable Commissioner for Special Duties, Barrister Ogobanwo, I recognize you. Honorable Commissioner for Town Planning and Urban Development, Town Planner Odulami, I celebrate you, I recognize you. And especially today, the Honorable Commissioner in charge of the Ministry of Housing, the only Jagumolu that we have, Jagumolu Jamiu Akonde Omoni. I say congratulations for another feat. Indeed, it calls for celebrations. Congratulations. Retired AIG Olushola Subaru, Special Advisor on Security Matters to His Excellency. Thank you for being there always. And we say, you are warmly welcome.
telecast of the official commissioning of Prince Court Estate, Kemta in Abeokuta. The first phase of this housing estate is being commissioned here today. And you are watching the live telecast of activities coming from this Kemta housing estate. My name is Kayode Taiwo, and I'll be anchoring the program from this end, as I'll be bringing you event by event of what we have here. The commissioning here is still in pursuant of the Ishaya mantras of this government. We stand for infrastructure, social welfare, education, youth empowerment, and agriculture. And Prince Court is just one of the several of the various housing schemes being put together by the administration of Prince Abeokuta. And I must tell you that apart from Prince Court here in Kemta, we have King's Court in Okemosan. We have the Kobakwe housing scheme that will also soon be inaugurated. It's 300 medium and low-income houses, about 150 is almost done now. And also in Shagamu housing scheme, several of the houses are already in place. We also have another scheme in Ijebu-Ode, Ilaro, and very soon the Ota scheme will also be taken off. All these are part of the efforts of this administration to ensure adequate housing for all its citizens in this state. I am very sure that complementing this housing scheme is the rehabilitation of Kemta Housing Estate Road leading to Obantoko. About 3-kilometer road is still under construction presently, and with that, access to this estate will be much easier for the inhabitants. I will say that beyond housing schemes, this administration has laid so much emphasis on other aspects of its program, from agriculture to education, to youth empowerment and social welfare. As the program progresses, I'll give you an update. Once again, welcome to live telecast of the official commissioning of Prince Court Estate, Kemta, Abeokuta.
Bí ohun gbogbo ṣe ń lọ sí ní Prince Court Kemta Abeokuta náà ni a wà níbi tí gómìnà ìpínlẹ̀ Ògùn ọmọọba Dàpọ̀ Abíọ́dún tó ti fẹ́ pilẹ̀ sí iṣẹ́ àkànṣe ìpèsè ilé gbígbé tó wà níbẹ̀. Tí ẹ bá wo ojú ẹ̀rọ tẹlifíṣàn yìí, ẹ rí wípé àwọn èèyàn pàtàkì àwọn lókọlókọ láwùjọ ni wọ́n ti wà níbí láti kópa nínú ètò náà fún ti òní. Tí a bá wo ìṣàkóso yìí nípínlẹ̀ Ògùn tó fi iṣẹ́ yá ṣe àtẹ̀gùn iṣẹ́ náà ni ó ti nawọ́ dé oríṣiríṣi ẹ̀ka pátá fún ìdàgbàsókè ẹ̀dá ènìyàn. Nínú irú iṣẹ́ àkànṣe báyìí ni ìpèsè ojú ọ̀nà tó dára, ibùgbé fún àwọn olùgbé ìpínlẹ̀ Ògùn àti oríṣiríṣi àwọn iṣẹ́ àkànṣe bẹ́ẹ̀, èyí tó lè mú kí ìgbé ayé kó túbọ̀ ní ìtumọ̀ sí fáwọn èèyàn ìpínlẹ̀ Ògùn. Tí a bá wò ó, ibi gbogbo ni ìṣàkóso yìí ló nawọ́ ìjà iṣẹ́ dé, tí ò dúró sí ojú kan, nítorí pé bíṣẹ́ ṣe ń lọ ní ẹkùn àárín gbùngbùn, bẹ́ẹ̀ ló ń lọ ní ti ìlà oòrùn àti gúúsù ìwọ̀ oòrùn ìpínlẹ̀ yìí. Tí a bá wò ní agbègbè
kábíyèsí ọba àkárìgbò òrìṣà lọ́ba ẹ̀jẹ̀ àwárí fọba arọ́bà fìyẹn mà kú ìyá o arọ́bà fìyẹn mà kú òṣì o kábíyèsí Dr. Adeogun Ogunbọ́nà òrìṣà lọ́ba ẹ̀jẹ̀ àwárí fọ́ba òrìṣà lọ́ba ẹ̀jẹ̀ àwárí fọ́ba arọ́bàfì ẹ̀ máa kú òṣì o arọ́bàfì ẹ̀ máa kú ìyà o arọ́bàfì ẹ̀ máa kú ọ̀fọ̀. Olú Ìtorí àkámọ́ ọba àfin o mẹjọ́rọ́ ọba àfin o àkámọ́ kábíyèsí Olú Ìtorí ọba àfin o mẹjọ́rọ́ ọba àfin o ọba àfin o. Mẹjọ́rọ́ bá a fi o. Ọba àkámọ́ kábíyèsí Olú Ìtorí kábíyèsí ó yá òrìṣà lọ́ba ẹ̀jẹ̀ àwárí fọ́ba kábíyèsí òrìṣà lọ́ba ẹ̀jẹ̀ àwárí fọ́ba arọ́bà fi yẹn mà kú ìyá o òrìṣà arọ́bà fi yẹn mà kú òṣì o. Torí ọba Akórèdé àkámọ́ kábíyèsí Olú Ìtorí ó yá ọba lẹ́sẹ̀ ọba àkámọ́ ọba lẹ́sẹ̀ ilẹ̀ ń fọ ọba pé àkámọ́ ó yá kí ilẹ̀ ń fọ ọba pé ìṣẹ̀rí ọdún ọlọ́kọ̀ ọmọ olú ńlá kábíyèsí ọmọ káfọ́kọ́ wà káfọ̀jẹ̀wà káfọ̀gẹ̀dẹ̀gẹ̀dẹ̀ wakọ̀ nílé ìṣẹ́rí ó yá kí là ń fọ ọba pé ọba Adékọ̀yà kí là ń fọ ọba pé ọba Adékọ̀yà kí là ń fọ. Adé apẹ́ lórí ọba Adé apẹ́ lórí ọba ò kí gbogbo olùtòrò mímímí.
Live telecast of official commissioning of Prince Court Estate, Kemta in Abeokuta. And from wherever you are watching us, it's a live broadcast. And any moment from now, we shall have His Excellency around with us. But presently, we have a good number of our royal fathers. We also have various groups that are here to be part of this epoch-making event. So far in the state presently, the Ogun State government is targeting 1,331 units in its first 2 years in office. Presently, at Prince Court Estate, phase 1 is 130 units. Prince Court Estate, phase 2, 150 units also almost completed in this same estate where we are presently. The Copper scheme, like I said earlier on, has 300 units and is almost ready for commissioning. Any moment from now, the Copper housing scheme will also be commissioned. In Ijebu, the Itorin area, we have 200 units, and Shagamu scheme, phase 1, 200 units. The Laro scheme is 100 units, and several of the buildings are almost completed now. And the Otta housing scheme at Isorosi, we also have 200 units that will also take off any moment from now. The King's Court, OK Moson, it's a scheme for medium, high level individuals, and 51 units are the facilities we have in that particular scheme at OK Moson. All totaling 1,331. And I can tell you that beyond these housing schemes, there are various other activities of this government in the other areas that benefit the residents of this state. I'll give you an update as we move on this program.
Kábíyèsí ọlọ́tà ọba ìsúwáyé ọ̀gẹ̀dẹ̀ bò ọ̀gẹ̀ ọba lẹ́lẹ́gẹ́ ọba lẹ́lẹ́ kábíyèsí. Ọba ògbórìrì ọba ògbórìrì. Ọba lẹ́gẹ̀ lọ́ba àtàwà ọba àkàmọ́ lọ́ba àtàwà àdẹ́dẹ́ tún lọ́ba ẹgbà o àkàrígbò lọ́ba tiwa ẹgbẹ́rún lọ́ba tiwa ọba Adékọ̀yà lọ́ba tiwa. Ọba tó mo lẹ́mi ò pé rí ọba. Ọba tó akárìgbò kábíyèsí o. Ọba tó mo lẹ́mi ò pé rí ọba. Àkámọ́ ọba tó mọ́lẹ́mí ò pé rí ọba o. Ọba lẹ́lẹ́gẹ̀ ọba tó mọ́lẹ́mí ò pé rí ọba. HS Alájà. Àwa tẹ̀ ń pé rírè, àwa tẹ̀ ń pé rírè, Òṣùpá ò pé méjì o. HS káàbọ̀ Alájà káàbọ̀ ìwọ lọmọ abílẹ̀ sọ̀rọ̀ kílẹ̀ lánú káàbọ̀. Alájà ìyẹ̀rú ọ̀kí ọmọ lọ́fà má jọ. Àríṣẹ́ rẹ̀ lóògùn o. Àríṣẹ́ rẹ̀ lóògùn o. Àríṣẹ́ rẹ̀ lóògùn. Àríṣẹ́ rẹ̀ lóògùn. Òkú iṣẹ́ o. Èkú ṣọ́dọ̀.
bẹ́ẹ̀ni
Alájà ọ̀tún.
à ń rí iṣẹ́ gómìnà wa ní ìpínlẹ̀ Ògùn lọ́la bẹ́ẹ̀
Àríṣẹ́ rẹ̀ lóògùn o.
ẹ jẹ́ kí n máa fi
Àríṣẹ́ rẹ̀ lóògùn o. Òkú iṣẹ́ o.
àsìkò ikí gbogbo wa lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí i
Òkú iṣẹ́ o.
wípé a kú oríire lọ́pọ̀lọpọ̀. Abe Choice Bank ṣé ẹ ti ṣe testing yín sílẹ̀ kí n tó fà á lé yín lọ́wọ́. Ẹ jẹ́ kí n máa kí Honourable Commissioner for Information and Strategy is here with us today. Alhaji Wahid Odushile, thank you very much indeed for joining us. Equally, I recognize the presence of the SSA to the Governor on Housing Matters, Honorable Shegun Ojolowo Ojuko. You're most welcome today. In the same vein, permit me láti kí Kábíyèsí orílẹ̀ Ìgbórè ti Ìgbórè Ọbáfẹ́mi Owódé Kábíyèsí ọba Adéògún Ògúnbọ́nà mo kí yín. Kábíyèsí oníjàlẹ̀ ti ìjàlẹ̀ pápá. Ọba Michael Adéròmú Babalọ́lá. Kábíyèsí o adé apẹ́ lórí bàtà apẹ́ lẹ́sẹ̀. Bákan náà mo kí kábíyèsí amìnìṣán tí ọkọ̀ ní Ṣàgámù. Ọba Mufutau Adéoyè Sanni adé apẹ́ lórí bàtà apẹ́ lẹ́sẹ̀. Ẹ jẹ́ kí n máa kí kábíyèsí olú ti pápá láǹtó Ọba Rasaki Jimoh Fáfúyíwá mo kí kábíyèsí olú ti
bí ohun gbogbo ṣe ń lọ sí lẹ̀ ń wò yìí níbi ayẹyẹ ṣíṣí agboolé Prince Court Estate tó wà ní Kemta Ìdíàbà nílùú Abeokuta níbi tí àwọn kábíyèsí ọba aládé tí wọ́n ti wà níkàlẹ̀ àwọn olóṣèlú olórí iṣẹ́ ọba ìpínlẹ̀ Ògùn Alhaja Selmot Ọ̀tún pàápàá wọ́n ti wà níkàlẹ̀ níbí àwọn alábòójútó iṣẹ́ ọba àwọn olùdámọ̀ràn pàtàkì sí gómìnà ìpínlẹ̀ Ògùn gbogbo wọn ni wọ́n ti wà níbi ayẹyẹ náà níbi tí a ti ń retí gómìnà ìpínlẹ̀ Ògùn ọmọọba Dàpọ̀ Abíọ́dún láti wá pilẹ̀ sí agboolé náà tá a mọ̀ sí Prince Court Estate tó wà ní Kemta Ìdíàbà nílùú Abeokuta.
Baba Sabitu, a former commissioner in Abia State and one of our party leaders, you're well recognized. In a special manner, I recognize the head of service, Alhaja Selmot Otu. You're most welcome here today. Chairman Alternative Board Medicine, Tony Oye Babalawo ni gómìnà fún àwọn wọ́n dẹ̀ ń ṣe takuntakun. Mo kí yín sà. A kú oríire lọ́pọ̀lọpọ̀. I'm sure the choice band, you are ready just to spice us up today as we commission the Prince Court Estate. As more dignitaries come in, we will have more recognitions. The body of permanent secretaries, serving and retired, we recognize your presence here today, and we say thank you for the support, for your cooperation all the time. A former speaker, as well speaker, Right Honorable Suraj Ishola Adekunbi, you're most welcome, and I recognize your presence here this lovely morning. Thank you very, very much indeed. Over now to the choice band, Abby. Another as-well speaker already seated. First speaker to be a woman in Ogun State, Right Honorable Titi Oseni Gomez. I recognize your presence. Our own Professor Emeritus, Professor of History, Professor Anthony Ashiwaju from Imeko Arts. You're most recognized and you are warmly welcome. kábíyèsí oníjàyè ti ìjàyè tuntun ọba Nafiu Adéyẹmí ọ̀túnbádé mo kí yín o kábíyèsí adé apẹ́ lórí bàtà apẹ́ lẹ́sẹ̀. Let me welcome to this event today the first Honorable Commissioner for Transportation in Ogun State, Engineer Gbenga Dairo. You are most welcome. Honorable Commissioner for Budget and Planning, our own Laolu Olabinto. And of course, Honorable Commissioner for Industry, Trade and Investment. My auntie that will always smile because that is the trademark. Kikelo Molunge, you're most recognized and you're warmly welcome. Special Advisor, Education, Science and Technology, my own scintillating, Madam E. Jayombo, you're most welcome. And of course, Omoto Jodadi, my own Honorable Commissioner for Health, Dr. Tony Koka, you're most welcome.
Kájọ gbẹ́gbẹ́ APC yìí lárugẹ. Kájọ gbẹ́gbẹ́ APC yìí lárugẹ. Ẹ jẹ́ ká so ọ̀pọ̀ kó lè dá. Ẹ jẹ́ ká so ọ̀pọ̀. Ẹ jẹ́ ká parapọ̀. Kájọ gbẹ́gbẹ́ APC yìí lárugẹ. Kájọ gbẹ́gbẹ́ APC yìí lárugẹ. Ẹ jẹ́ ká so ọ̀pọ̀. Ẹ jẹ́ ká parapọ̀ kó lè dá. Ẹ jẹ́ ká so ọ̀pọ̀. Ẹ jẹ́ ká parapọ̀. Kájọ gbẹ́gbẹ́ APC yìí lárugẹ. Kájọ gbẹ́gbẹ́ APC yìí lárugẹ. Ẹ jẹ́ ká so ọ̀pọ̀. Ẹ jẹ́ ká parapọ̀ kó lè dá. Gbogbo ọmọ ìpínlẹ̀ Ògùn lápapọ̀ ṣàṣà. Lọ́kùnrin àtobìnrin tilé tó kù. Ẹ jẹ́ ká so ọ̀pọ̀. Kájọ gbẹ́gbẹ́ APC yìí lárugẹ. Kájọ gbẹ́gbẹ́ APC yìí lárugẹ. Ṣákìrù ẹ jẹ́ ká so ọ̀pọ̀. Ẹ jẹ́ ká parapọ̀ kó lè dá. Má dúró. Ẹ jẹ́ ká so ọ̀pọ̀. Ẹ jẹ́ ká parapọ̀. Kájọ gbẹ́gbẹ́ APC yìí lárugẹ. Kájọ gbẹ́gbẹ́ APC yìí lárugẹ. Ẹ jẹ́ ká so ọ̀pọ̀. Ẹ jẹ́ ká parapọ̀ kó lè dá. Ìbà Ọlọ́run, ìbà ènìyàn sọ. Ṣékì, mo ṣe bàrọ̀ ọkùnrin mo ṣe bàrọ̀ obìnrin ẹjọ́. kábíyèsí aláyélúwà ìbà. ṣáàkìrù. aláyélúwà ọba Babátúndé Àjàyí. àkàrìwò tí gbogbo rẹ̀ mọ kádé pẹ́ lórí kí bàtà pẹ́ lẹ́sẹ̀. kábíyèsí. Àjàyí Ògìdìolú oníkànga àdìpọ́n olómi òṣùrù wọ́dọ̀. kábíyèsí Abdulfatai Akórèdé Àkànmọ́ gbogbo yín ni mo kí. ẹ jẹ́ ká so wọ́pọ̀ ẹ jẹ́ ká parapọ̀ kájọ gbẹ́gbẹ́ APC yìí lárugẹ kájọ gbẹ́gbẹ́ APC yìí lárugẹ Ṣakiru kó lè gbà. ẹ jẹ́ ká òsì ẹ̀ta balógun ẹ̀gbá kábíyèsí aláyélúwà òkú kẹrù kẹrí ọba alákẹ́tù gbogbo ẹ̀gbá òkú kẹrù kó lè dá. Relax. Your Excellency, sir. Alaya, Noimat Oyedele Salako, Deputy Governor. Mori Oduro. Ejekaso.
Announcing the arrival.
Lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́ báyìí igbákejì gómìnà ìpínlẹ̀ Ògùn onímọ̀ ẹ̀rọ Noimat Salako Oyedele àwọn pàápàá wọ́n ti dé síbi ayẹyẹ tí a ti fẹ́ gbilẹ̀ sí ilé tí ó wà ní Kemta Ìdíàbà nílùú Abeokuta. Bákan náà lára àwọn tó ti wà níbẹ̀ náà ni aláké àti olórí ọba ilẹ̀ Ìgbá ọba Adédọ̀tun Àrẹ̀mú Gbádébọ̀. Tí ẹ bá ń wò ó igbákejì gómìnà ìpínlẹ̀ Ògùn onímọ̀ ẹ̀rọ Noimat Salako Oyedele náà ni wọ́n ń kí àwọn ọba aláyé àti àwọn ọba aládé gbogbo tí wọ́n wà níkàlẹ̀ pẹ̀lú àwọn àlejò pàtàkì èyí tí wọ́n ti wà níkàlẹ̀ níbi ayẹyẹ pípilẹ̀ṣí agboolé náà tí a mọ̀ sí Prince Court tó wà ní Kemta Ìdíàbà nílùú Abeokuta. Àwọn èèyàn pàtàkì mìíràn gbogbo gẹ́gẹ́ bí olóṣèlú tó ti wà nípò tẹ́lẹ̀ àti àwọn tí wọ́n sì wà lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́ báyìí lórí ipò òṣèlú nípínlẹ̀ Ògùn náà ni wọ́n wà níbi ayẹyẹ pàtàkì ayẹyẹ alárinrin náà. Tí a bá tún wò ó lára àwọn tí wọ́n ti wà níbí náà ni ẹni tó ti fi ìgbà kan jẹ́ olùdarí ilé ìgbìmọ̀ aṣòfin ìpínlẹ̀ Ògùn aṣòfin Títí Òsénì àwọn pàápàá wọ́n ti wà níbi ayẹyẹ yìí.
Gbogbo àwọn olóyè tí wọ́n tẹ̀lé kábíyèsí aláké àyè ò ní gbà mí láti máa dárúkọ wa ní ìkọ̀ọ̀kan ṣùgbọ́n ẹ gbà mí láàyè màá rán protocol wọn wá bá mi gba orúkọ gbogbo wa kí n kọ́kọ́ sọ pé mo ti rí ipá ti wà ní ìkàlẹ̀ kábíyèsí mo kí wa a kú oríire lọ́pọ̀lọpọ̀.
ṣékíṣékí.
ṣé ká ṣe ìlérí òtó àmọ́ ohun kan pàtàkì tí a mọ ìṣàkóso yìí nípínlẹ̀ Ògùn lábẹ́ gómìnà ọmọọba Dàpọ̀ Abíọ́dún mọ̀ náà ni a ṣe ìlérí mú ìlérí ṣẹ gẹ́gẹ́ bí gómìnà yìí ọmọọba Dàpọ̀ Abíọ́dún nígbà tí wọ́n dórí àlééfà tí wọ́n ti fi ọkàn gbogbo èèyàn ìpínlẹ̀ Ògùn pátá balẹ̀ wípé gbogbo ọ̀nà láti fi mú ìlọsíwájú àti ìdàgbàsókè bá ìgbé ayé àwọn olùgbé ìpínlẹ̀ Ògùn lápapọ̀ ni wọn yóò fi sí ipò pàtàkì nínú ìlànà iṣẹ́ ìṣàkóso yìí tí a bá sì wò ó bí ohun gbogbo ṣe ń lọ sí a rí wípé ìṣàkóso yìí ló jẹ́ aṣèlérí mú ìlérí ṣẹ gbogbo iṣẹ́ àkànṣe tí wọ́n sì ń ṣe náà ni wọ́n nawọ́ káàkiri gbogbo ẹkùn ìdìbò tó wà yíká ìpínlẹ̀ Ògùn lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́ báyìí ayẹyẹ tó ń lọ lọ́wọ́ náà ni ti ṣíṣí agboolé ìjọba èyí tí a mọ̀ sí Prince Court Estate tó wà ní Kemta Ìdíàbà nílùú Abeokuta bákan náà ni iṣẹ́ ń lọ lọ́wọ́ ní agboolé ti Kọ́bapẹ́ tó wà ní Kọ́bapẹ́ nílùú Abeokuta tí Ìjẹ̀bú Òde pàápàá ò gbẹ́yìn iṣẹ́ ń tẹ̀síwájú ní Ṣàgámù àti ní Ìlaró tí ó sì dájú pé láìpẹ́ láì jìnnà náà ni iṣẹ́ yóò bẹ̀rẹ̀ lórí iṣẹ́ kíkọ́ agboolé ti Ọ̀tà gbogbo àwọn eléyìí náà ni ìṣàkóso yìí ń kùnlé láti fi ṣàrídájú wípé ìgbé ayé túbọ̀ dára sí i fún àwọn èèyàn ìpínlẹ̀ Ògùn ní pàtàkì jùlọ tí a bá ń sọ̀rọ̀ bí a ṣe lè rí ibùgbé nítorí pé bí wọ́n ṣe ń kùnlé àwọn tí ó jẹ́ pé owó tó ń wọlé sápò wọn ooru gọ́gọ́ díẹ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ náà ni wọ́n ń wo ti àwọn tó jẹ́ pé ìwọ̀nba owó péréte ló ń wọlé sápò wọn ní báyìí ẹni tó jẹ́ alábòójútó fún ọ̀rọ̀ ìpèsè ilé gbígbé nípínlẹ̀ Ògùn náà ni ẹ̀ ń wò lójú ẹ̀rọ tẹlifíṣàn yìí nítorí pé aláyọ̀ náà ló ń yayọ̀ ẹ̀ àwọn náà ni ọ̀rọ̀ iṣẹ́ àkànṣe tí ó di ṣíṣí lónìí ló kàn gbọ̀ngbọ̀n eléyìí náà ló mú kí ayọ̀ kó fi gba ọkàn wọn kó fi gbà kan tí ẹ fi ń wò wọ́n lójú ẹ̀rọ tẹlifíṣàn yìí.
bá mi kí ọba lúgbò nílé Kẹ́hìndé. àwọn ọmọ búlà àti gbogbo yẹn wá láàánú. kábíyèsí aláyélúwà ọba bá dùn ó gbogbo ọba gbùrà ní ti létòkò àtàlọ́ olú ìtorí bá mi tọ́jú crown master alápẹ̀rù ti gbogbo ìpẹ̀rù ọba Dr. Joseph mo kí ẹ ọba dé ògún gbánà ògún jọbí mo rí ọdún róore. kí làwọn fọ ọba pé ọba o ọba aláṣẹ ọba. làwọn fọba pò ọba o ọba aláṣẹ ọjọ́ torí Ọlọ́run. ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ ẹ bá mi tọ́jú excellency Prince Dàpọ̀ ọmọ Abíọ́dún ẹni Ọlọ́run dá tí ò ṣe é farawé. Ìpàṣẹ pé Olúwa tó tún wà ní tiwọn. Lóye ká wá máa rí. Nígbà tó ṣùgbọ́n ogun dídé ọgbẹ́ ọgbẹ́ ní fọ́lùwà. Ọba wa olóore àṣekà. Kábíyèsí kábíyèsí. Àfọ̀pẹ́ fún tí ó bá ọgbà wà lọ́wọ́ ọ̀tá. Àdúgbò Olúwa. Tirẹ̀ ni Olúwa. Kábíyèsí láti gbé wa lókè lọ́tí gọ́nà gbogbo àwọn ọ̀tá. Ogun tó tilẹ̀ yìí wá ká ọgbẹ́ ọgbẹ́rin Olúwa. Ọba wa olóore ẹ ṣe ká. Kábíyèsí kábíyèsí. Ẹ̀fọ̀fẹ́ fún tí ó bá ọgbà wà lọ́wọ́ ọ̀tá. Àdúgbò Olúwa. Ẹjọ́ tí wọ́n bá ṣe òkú sí èrò lẹ́jọ́ yìí. Bí wọ́n bá ṣe òkú sí èrò lẹ́jọ́ yìí. Òdìgbà tẹ́ ẹ bá ń fa fòsà yá. Òdìgbà tẹ́ ẹ bá ń fa fòsà yá o. Bí wọ́n bá ṣe òkú sí èrò lẹ́jọ́ yìí. Deputy Governor, mo rí ọdún rọrùn. Bá mi tọ́jú ẹ̀, Honorable Commissioner. Gbogbo àsìn ní tilé tó kó ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ bá mi tọ́jú. Ọmọ filẹ̀kẹ̀ bí ẹ̀fọ́ àpamọ́ kíyẹn fún mi bá mi tọ́jú Honorable Adijatu. Ẹnu wọn kò tẹ́kọ̀rọ̀ ọ̀nà wẹ́ẹ̀bùlẹ̀ tó jẹ́ kíjọlẹ̀ ló polo sí lóbì. Bí wọ́n bá ṣe ojú sísẹ̀ èrò lẹ́jọ́ yìí. Ẹjọ́ ó ti mú wa gbàgbé gbogbo rẹ̀ ìwà ló ń bọ̀ ìjàmbá. Ó ti mú mi gbàgbé gbogbo rẹ̀ ìwà ló ń bọ̀ ìjàmbá. Wọ́rọ́wọ́rọ́ ṣọ́wọ́ iṣẹ́ olúwa.
Kí bá mi kí kábíyèsí.
Àṣẹ. Wẹ́rẹ́ àti.
Kábíyèsí ọba Samuel Bakri. Àgùrà ti gbàgùrà.
Wẹ́rẹ́ àṣẹ.
Oríire òní.
You are still watching live telecast of official commissioning of Prince Court Estate, Kemta, Idiaba in Abeokuta. The 150 units of housing scheme that is already completed by its first phase. The second phase, any moment from now, will also be ready for occupation. However, the facilities here is open to all residents of Ogun State, including the civil servants and the traders. However, for you to have an access to this, you will need to have an account with Gateway Mortgage Bank, who are the facilitators for the eventual takeover of individuals. With the payment of 10% of the total cost, the remaining spread over years for the occupants. In addition to the facility we have here, the flats are also expandable. The 2-bedroom could still be expanded to a 3-bedroom, while still having additional spaces in all the blocks that could accommodate more. additional blocks or rooms into the various buildings. Well, the Deputy Governor is already with us, and at any moment from now, the Governor will be in here to officially kick off this commissioning program. I said earlier on that the Ogun State government is targeting 1,331 housing units in its first 2 years. This will have been completely ready by now, if not for the COVID lockdown of 2020. But as we speak, almost all the schemes are nearing completion. And I have it on good authority that in the next couple of weeks, many of these other housing schemes will be ready for commissioning. So once again, you are welcome. We have quite a number of important personalities who are already here with us. The former speakers of the Ogun State House of Assembly, from Honorable Titi Oseni. We also have Honorable Suraj Adekumbi also in the house. We have several other former top government functionaries, like the former HOS, Engineer Bisiriu is here. We also have former HOS, Mrs. Amokwe Choko. And of course, the current HOS is also here, Alhaja Salimot. We are still expecting more as the governor comes around to officially kick off this program. We extend our greetings to all royal fathers who are also here, and various associations and groups that have come to identify with this laudable program and projects of the Ogun State government.
Moki Ààrẹ Semiu Babayeju Bada Dr. Femi Majekodumi Agbákin Rasheed Raji Bantun fúnra ẹ̀ Moki wa wípé a kú oríire òní Bàtún ṣọfẹ́ wá Ààrẹ bá àròyìn Olóyè Láyé Lábọ̀dé mo kí ẹ̀yin náà Bọ́ba Tòlú Matthew Kọ́lé Oṣó Akú Dìde Akíngbóyè Akíngbadé mo kí àwa náà Lúwáyè Táíwò Àlí Balógun Akú ìkọ́wọ́rìn pẹ̀lú kábíyèsí Aláké Aṣíwájú bá amòfin Sunday ọdún ìtàn mo kí gbogbo wa pátápátá.
Ìwọlẹ̀ lọ́rùn yàn kábíyèsí Ògbádélé ọba Gbádébọ̀ okú orí.
I welcome an Ezra, son of Ogun State, Prince Bega Nasir Isiaka GNI. You're warmly welcome today. And of course, the executive chairman
kábíyèsí.
of the Ogun State Internal Revenue Service.
Ọmọlẹ́wù jígí.
Don't forget that
Alábàjá ṣèkí.
the payment of our taxes will enable governments to provide more amenities in different areas and sectors of Ogun State. Mr. Tony Olanloye, you're most welcome, alongside with all your team, special advisors, Benga Adeshino, Jide Sowo, Bode Fakule, Otuba Femi Allen, and of course, Biodu Adeleye. You're warmly welcome.
Kábíyèsí.
Kábíyèsí aláyélúwà.
Ògúnkẹ́nu.
Mr. Tony Olale, Executive Chairman, Ogun State Internal Revenue Service, you're most welcome. And of course, Ààrẹ Ganiu Babayeju, Moki Awano.
Ó yá káàbọ̀ ó káàbọ̀.
Olusosun Lawrence. Odegide.
Káàbọ̀ ó
And of
káàbọ̀.
course,
Ọmọdúnlẹ̀ sọ̀rọ̀.
With us now is the Executive Governor of Ogun State, Prince Dapo Abeokuta MFR, accompanied by his deputy, Engineer Noimot Salako Yedele, and other top government functionaries arriving at the official commissioning of Prince Court Estate, Kemta, Idiaba, Abeokuta, and that signals that the commissioning would be underway right away. Remy is still here, and she will also welcome His Excellency in Yoruba language.
Moshe Taiwo, àwa olóríire ọmọ ìpínlẹ̀ Ògùn báyìí a ti rí tí gómìnà ìpínlẹ̀ Ògùn ọmọọba Dàpọ̀ Abíọ́dún tí wọ́n ti gúnlẹ̀ síbi ayẹyẹ tí wọ́n ti fẹ́ pilẹ̀ sí agboolé ìjọba tí a mọ̀ sí Prince Court tó wà ní Kemta Ìdíàbà nílùú Abẹ́òkúta. Gómìnà ni wọ́n gúnlẹ̀ pẹ̀lú àwọn lọ́gàlọ́gà mìíràn lẹ́nu iṣẹ́ ọba ìpínlẹ̀ Ògùn. Àwọn olóṣèlú pàtàkì ni wọ́n wà tí wọ́n wá darapọ̀ mọ́ gómìnà ìpínlẹ̀ Ògùn ọmọọba Dàpọ̀ Abíọ́dún tí gómìnà tó tún fi ìtàn àkọ́tún balẹ̀ lónìí lábẹ́ ìṣèjọba yìí pẹ̀lú ṣíṣí ilé gbígbé tó wà ní Kemta Ìdíàbà nílùú Abẹ́òkúta tí a mọ̀ sí Prince Court Estate Ìdíàbà nílùú Abẹ́òkúta. Agboolé yìí náà ni wọ́n jẹ́ kó di mímọ̀ yìí pé ó ṣí sílẹ̀ fún gbogbo ènìyàn tí ó bá ti kájú òṣùwọ̀n pẹ̀lú lílọ sí ilé ìfowópamọ́sí tí a mọ̀ sí Gateway Mortgage Bank tó wà ní Òkèléwó nílùú Abẹ́òkúta láti lọ mọ báwo ni ètò ló ṣe fẹ́ lọ sí tí a bá fẹ́ gbà á.
Fún orin ògo orílẹ̀-èdè Nàìjíríà, shall we all rise as we take the national anthem? And of course, the Ogun State anthem, Isheya. Thank you very much. Shall we have our seats? Thank you. Your Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, permit me to bring to the microphone the chairman of the Christian Association of Nigeria, CAN, Ogun State.
With the national anthem, the program is underway, and already on the seats we have the Governor of Ogun State, His Excellency Prince Abeokuta. We also have Her Excellency, the Deputy Governor of Ogun State, Engineer Noimot Salako Oyedele, and we also have other members of the Cabinet of Ogun State in attendance here. Let's quickly take the opening prayer.
Olúwa tó pọ̀ nípa àti agbára, ọba àwọn ọba, ọlọ́run àwọn ọlọ́run, ọba tí ó ti wà kí àìkí ó tó wà, ọba tí ó máa wà nígbà tí àìkí ó sì mọ́. Olúwa tó fún wa ní okun àti agbára, Olúwa tó fún wa ní oore ọ̀fẹ́ láti wà níbí lónìí. Bíbélì sọ pé kì í ṣe nípa tipá tàbí agbára. A dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ yín fún ohun tẹ́ ń ṣe láàrin wa ní ìpínlẹ̀ Ògùn. A dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ yín fún oore ọ̀fẹ́ èyí tẹ́ fún gómìnà wa. A dúpẹ́ fún gbogbo àwọn tí wọ́n bá wọn ṣiṣẹ́ lápapọ̀. A dúpẹ́ lórí àwọn orí adé àti gbogbo àwọn èèyàn tó wà níbí lónìí. Lórúkọ Jésù, Olúwa gbọ́ ọpẹ́ wa. À ń tẹ̀síwájú nínú èyí tí ń ṣe ètò ńlá èyí tí à ń ṣe lónìí láti ṣí ibi tẹ́ ẹ kọ́ fún wa yìí. A gbàdúrà lórúkọ Jésù, ẹ gbà ṣàkóso. Ohun gbogbo tá ó ṣe lénìí jẹ́ kó lọ gẹ́gẹ́ bí ètò yín, kó ògo kó jẹ́ tiyín títí láéláé. Lórúkọ Jésù Kristi Olúwa wa.
Sallu ala nabiyil karim. Subhanallah. Alhamdulillah. Wa la ilaha illallah. Allahu akbar. Allahu akbar. Wala hawla wala quwwata illa billahil aliyyil azim. Alhamdulillah. Alhamdulillah. Alhamdulillah rabbil alamin. Ọlọ́run a dá ọpẹ́ lọ́dọ̀ rẹ̀ fún oore ńláńlá eléyìí tí ó ṣe fún wa. A dúpẹ́ wípé ara ń tó ṣe òun náà ló rán ẹrú rẹ̀ láti mọ̀ ọ́ ṣe. Ó dálé ayé fún wa, ó tọ́nà sí pẹ̀lú fúnfún wa lóòrùn, fúnfún wa lóṣùpá, títan ìmọ́lẹ̀ sí, fúnfún wa lódò kó lè mọ jẹun tá a mọ̀ lò. Ó tún wá ro ẹrú rẹ̀ ọ̀gá wa Prince Dàpọ̀ Abíọ́dún káwọn náà tún kọ́lé ayé kékeré eléyìí tó ṣe pé gbogbo ohun tí wọ́n Ọlọ́run ọba ṣe yìí àwọn náà fi síbẹ̀. A gbàdúrà lọ́dọ̀ Ọlọ́run. Ọlọ́run tó ń fún wọn ní ọgbọ́n àti òye, Ọlọ́run má padà lẹ́yìn wọn. Kọjọ́ ń jẹ́ kí ọgbọ́n náà tún mọ́ ọ̀pọ̀ sí, kí òye náà tún mọ́ ọ̀pọ̀ sí. Wá fún wọn lẹ́mìí gígùn àti àlàáfíà ara àti àwọn àti gbogbo àwọn sọ́ngbè tọ́jọ́ ń ṣe ìjọba lé wa lórí. Ọlọ́run bá wa kún wọn lọ́wọ́, má jẹ́ ó rẹ̀ wọ́n, má jẹ́ ó sún wọn. Ṣàánú oníkálukú wa, Ogun State wa, Ọlọ́run má jẹ́ ó dàrú. Nàìjíríà wa, Ọlọ́run má jẹ́ ó dàrú. Kọ́lọ́run ààbò Ọlọ́run òun ló gbẹ́ lágbára ju gbogbo nǹkan lọ. Kọ́lọ́run jẹ́ mọ́ ọbẹ̀ lórí wọn àtòrí ẹnìkọ̀ọ̀kan wa. Rabbana taqabbal minna innaka antas samiul alim. Al-Fatiha. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. Alhamdulillahi rabbil alamin. Ar-Rahmanir Rahim. Maliki yawmiddin. Iyyaka na'budu wa iyyaka nasta'in. Ihdina siratal mustaqim. Siratal ladzina an'amta alaihim ghayril maghdubi alaihim ولا الضالين آمين سبحان ربك رب العزة عما يصفون والصلاة والسلام على المرسلين الحمد لله رب العالمين صلوا على النبي الكريم.
Ẹ ṣeun, a dúpẹ́. Ẹ jẹ́ a jókòó. There are three main things that man will need for his survival while here on earth. One is food, another is clothing. And what we are doing today is perhaps another important one, which is a roof over your head. Today, we're here to commission the Prince Cut, another monumental project of the Ogun State government under the Housing Corporation and supervised by the Ministry of Housing. Today is another promise being kept by the administration of His Excellency, the Governor of Ogun State. And therefore, if you are happy with today's giant strides, may I ask you to appreciate the captain of the ship in the Gateway State, His Excellency, the Governor of Ogun State, Prince Dakpo Abiodun MFR. Also here today, permit me to recognize Her Excellency, the Deputy Governor of Ogun State, Engineer Nohimot Salako Oyedele. You're most welcome. The Chief Judge of Ogun State is here today to be part of this commissioning. Honorable Justice Mosumola Dikpeolu, you're most welcome. Also, representing the Speaker of the Ogun State House of Assembly, we have the Deputy Speaker with us, Honorable Akim Balogo, and all other distinguished honorable members that are here from the Ogun State House of Assembly. Secretary to the State Government, Mr. Tukubo Talabi, the Head of Service, Alhaja Selimot Otu, and a special one going out to the Chief of Staff, Alhaji Shuaib Afolabi Salis, as well as the Honorable Commissioner for Housing, on behalf of other members of the Executive Council here present, Jagumolu Jamiu Akode Omoni, all chairmen of statutory boards, commissions, and parastatals that are here, and of course, the chairman of the Housing Corporation, and who also doubles as the chairman of the All Progressives Congress in Ogun State, our own Papa Chief Shanusi. Congratulations to you and all other board members. Permit me to recognize His Excellency, a former Deputy Governor in Ogun State here with us, Prince Shegu Adeshegu. You're most welcome. Another distinguished son of ours, His Excellency Rashid Raji. You're most welcome. All other distinguished elder statesmen that are here, and of course our erstwhile speakers who are also seated here today. Right Honorable Titi Oseni Gomez, the first to become a speaker, a woman for that matter. Congratulations. Right Honorable Tunji Egbetoko is also here, and who also doubles as the senior special advisor to His Excellency on political matters. Permit me to also recognize the presence of Right Honorable Suraj Ishola Adekunbi. You're most welcome. Also, our retired heads of service that are here. I recognize Elder Shola Adeyemi MNI. Also, Engineer Larry Bisirio is seated, as well as Town Planner Amokwe Choko. You are all welcome. The body of permanent secretaries that are here, we recognize you. And our royal fathers that are here, I start with Kabiesi, the Alake of Egbaland, His Royal Majesty, Oba Dedoto Aremo Badibo, CFR Kabiesi. Also here today, the Awujale of Ijebu Kingdom, ably represented by Kabiesi Oba Yinusa Adekoya, OON, the Dagburewe of Idowa, Kabiesi Awujale is the chairman of the Council of Obas in Ogun State. Representing the Olu and the paramount ruler of Yewa land, His Royal Majesty Obakende Olubenle, we have Kabiesi Benjamin Alabi Olanite, the Onimeko of Imeko Kabiesi. Also seated here, the Akarigo of Remo Kingdom, His Royal Majesty Oba Babatunde Ajayi FCA. We recognize you and we celebrate you. All other royal fathers that are here, Kabiesi Olota, Agura of Bagura, and all our royal highnesses, we celebrate you and we warmly welcome all of us to today's event. NAN's chairman, Kehinde Damilola, NAO's president, Ogurombi Bemileke, and all other very distinguished personalities that are here. Permit me to also recognize a worthy son of ours in Ogun State, Prince Boyega Nasir Isiaka. You're most welcome. The Chief Executive Officer of Adron Homes, Are Adetola Emmanuel King, and the Managing Director of our own Gateway Mortgage Bank, Mr. Wale Oshisoya. Thank you so much for being here. Various associations that we have here celebrating this worthy cause, we say thank you for being here. At this point, Your Excellencies, very distinguished ladies and gentlemen, permit me to now invite the Honorable Commissioner, Ministry of Housing, to warmly welcome all of us here, and that is in person of Jagumolu Jamiu Akode Omoni. Shall we put our hands together for him as he steps forward? And as he's coming, I recognize an elder statesman in Ogun State, Professor Emeritus Anthony Ashiwaju. Thank you for being here.
Ìjọba Dàpọ̀ Abíọ́dún gbogbo rẹ̀ ni wọ́n ti ṣe. Ó yàtọ̀ sí gbogbo ẹ̀ la máa ṣe. Kí lẹ wí? Gbogbo rẹ̀ ni wọ́n ti ṣe. Ó yàtọ̀ sí gbogbo ẹ̀ la. Ìjọba Dàpọ̀ Abíọ́dún. Ó yàtọ̀ sí gbogbo ẹ̀ la. Ìjọba Dàpọ̀ Abíọ́dún gbogbo rẹ̀ ni wọ́n ti ṣe. Let's go. Ó yàtọ̀ sí gbogbo ẹ̀ la máa ṣe.
Your Excellency, the Governor of Ogun State, Your Excellency, the Deputy Governor, please permit me to stand on already established protocols. I welcome you all to the official commissioning of Prince Court Residential Estate, Kemta, Abeokuta, made possible by the proactive and visionary leadership of our team captain, the silent achiever, Mr. Road, Mr. Health, Mr. Housing, our own Olambi Waninu, the Agbomabion of our time, Prince Dapo Abiodun MFR.
Ìjọba Dàpọ̀ Abíọ́dún gbogbo ẹ̀ ni wọ́n ti ṣe. Ó yàtọ̀ sí gbogbo ẹ̀ la máa ṣe.
The governor who has given us in the housing sector all enablers and much needed support required to excel as a state, culminating in your being awarded as the best governor in provision of affordable housing in Nigeria in 2020. This residential estate, which is the first in the series of affordable housing initiative, was developed within a record time of 92 days, drawing a total of 5,040 direct labor employment from this same locality, and above all, with 100% of building materials locally sourced in Ogun State. Let me bring to your attention that this estate, the phase 1 and phase 2, made up of 280 units of 2-bedroom expandable units, are fully sold, with over 1,000 expression of interest waiting for us to meet. Your Excellency, let me on your behalf and on behalf of all of us in the housing sector, thank our host communities and all relevant stakeholders, namely the Gateway Mortgage Bank, Nigeria Mortgage Refinance Company, the Federal Mortgage Bank of Nigeria, family homes, and all professional bodies in the state that have provided one or two services to make us achieve what we have today. Not also forgetting all the manufacturing partners and a host of others for supporting us to make this happen. Thank you for coming. Ìgbéga ìpínlẹ̀ Ògùn, àjọṣe gbogbo wa ni. Thank you.
ká sówọ́pọ̀ kájọ pé ìpínlẹ̀ Ògùn ga. Ká sówọ́pọ̀ o kájọ pé ìpínlẹ̀ Ògùn ga. Kóbìnrin dàpọ̀ mọ́kùnrin, kọkùnrin dàpọ̀ mọ́bìnrin, kóbìnrin dàpọ̀ mọ́kùnrin, kọkùnrin dàpọ̀ mọ́bìnrin. Ìgbéga ìpínlẹ̀ Ògùn ló jẹ wá lógún. Kájọ pé ìpínlẹ̀ Ògùn ga.
Thank you very much indeed. All members of the professional bodies that are here and their leadership, we celebrate you and we thank you for joining us in this landmark commissioning. The Nigerian Institute of Town Planners has the Ogun State chairman with us, Town Planner Dotun Akinwale, and of course, the #1 labor man in Ogun State, the NLC chairman, Comrade Emmanuel Bankole. Thank you for being here today. Àwọn ìyálọ́jà wa pátápátá, a kí yín, ẹ ṣeun lọ́pọ̀lọpọ̀ fún àdúrótì. Mo kí ìyálọ́jà Yewa and the president of the ìyálọ́jà. Thank you very much. Ìyálọ́jà ti Ẹ̀gbá land. Mo kí ẹ̀yin náà. Ìyálọ́jà ti Ìjẹ̀bú àti ìyálọ́jà Rẹ́mọ. Gbogbo wa pátápátá ó ní a kí pé a kú oríire ti tòní. We'll be going straight to the goodwill messages now, and I will be inviting the representatives of the various bodies that we have who have combined to make this worthwhile project to come to manifestation. First, I will invite the representatives of the Federal Mortgage Bank of Nigeria, Estate Sobio Femi Fasoyin, to please step forward for a short goodwill message. Estate Sobio Femi Fasoyin, please, we would like you to step forward, and we also like Architect Fowode to be standing by, as he will be representing all the professional bodies that we have coming together. Thank you very much. We invite the representative of the Federal Mortgage Bank of Nigeria, Estate Sobio Femi Fasoyin, to please step forward as we take the goodwill message.
Ká sówọ́pọ̀ kájọ pé ìpínlẹ̀ Ògùn ga. Ká sówọ́pọ̀ kájọ pé ìpínlẹ̀ Ògùn ga. Ilé kóbìnrin dàpọ̀ mọ́kùnrin, kọkùnrin dàpọ̀ mọ́bìnrin, kóbìnrin dàpọ̀ mọ́kùnrin, kọkùnrin dàpọ̀ mọ́bìnrin. Ìgbéga ìpínlẹ̀ Ògùn ló jẹ wá lógún. Kájọ pé ìpínlẹ̀ Ògùn ga.
Your Excellency, the Executive Governor of Ogun State, Your Excellency, the Deputy Governor of Ogun State, permit me to stand on already established protocols. I bring to you greetings on behalf of the board, management and staff of Federal Mortgage Bank of Nigeria on this occasion of commissioning this laudable project conceived and executed by Your Excellency Administration. We are very proud of your achievements in every sectors of the economy, social, infrastructural development, and housing in particular, with the commissioning of this housing estate, among other estates already delivered and about to be delivered. The bank is proud of our partnership with the state government in many areas, with a particular emphasis in the construction and financing of over 10 estates for the benefit of the state citizens who are contributors to the National Housing Fund. The bank is always ready to partner with the state government to ensure refinancing of this completed housing estates with the deployment of our National Housing Fund mortgage loan product for the interested contributors and subscribers to the National Housing Fund scheme. The bank is also ready to advance a maximum sum of 1 million naira to be repaid in 5 years at 6% interest rate for the renovation of an existing building by a contributor. The product of the bank includes construction finance for individuals, rent-to-own, cooperative housing development loan, ministerial stroke intergovernment housing scheme, and estate development loan in collaboration with TUC stroke NLC housing scheme. Conclusively, the bank is always refunding every contributor to the National Housing Fund scheme immediately after retirement, stroke incapacitation, or attaining 35 years in service. At this junction, let me congratulate Your Excellency once again on this occasion of this commissioning. Thank you. God bless you.
Thank you very much. Next, we invite the representative of the professional bodies, Architect Tokubo Fowode, former rector of Moshood Abiola Polytechnic.
ẹ tẹ̀lé mi ká lọ wo iṣẹ́ tí Dàpọ̀ ń ṣe. Inú wa níjẹ̀bú nírẹ̀mọ̀ àtìgbà Dàpọ̀ Abíọ́dún ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ tán.
Your Excellency Prince Dapo Abiodun, MFR, the Executive Governor of Ogun State, Deputy Governor, and standing on all existing protocol. We want to really appreciate what you have done here, sir, because housing itself is the multiplier effect in terms of the creating employment in the economy. And starting with a place like this, we are sure that the dividends of democracy is actually coming to our people. Therefore, on behalf of all the professionals who have participated in this project, the artisans, everybody, I want to use this opportunity to thank you and to wish your government more successes in all the things that you actually do. This is with gladden our hearts, and I hope the people will also reciprocate in supporting your government. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you very much. Representing the Real Estate Development Association of Nigeria, permit me to now invite the Group Managing Director of Adron Homes, Are Emmanuel Kings. And as he's coming forth, we also recognize all the executive members of ASUS present here today.
Ladies and gentlemen, Your Excellency, Prince Dr. Dapo Abiodun MFR, the Executive Governor of Ogun State, also Our Excellency, Engineer Noimot Salako Oyedele, the Deputy Governor of Ogun State, please allow me to start on all existing protocol. I'm representing the Built Environment Real Estate Development Association of Nigeria. And we are here today to appreciate and commend the effort of His Excellency in solving the housing problem in Ogun State. We want to say it has never been like this before. We are amazed, we that are the professionals, because in 2 years, His Excellency has been able to do what no other governor has been able to do in Ogun State. Please, a round of applause for our governor. His tenacity and approach to solving housing need in Ogun State is so paramount in the vision and the heart of our dear governor. And we believe that at the end of his tenure, his 8 years in office, no one will be homeless in Ogun State. On behalf of my organization, Adron Homes and Properties, and Real Estate Development Association of Nigeria, we want to say thank you, Your Excellency, for keeping to your word. Also, to thank you for the partnership. Your Excellency has been able to create a platform for us to partner together. For the first time in the history of this state,
Our Excellency has provided over 10,000 hectares of land to partner with Real Estate Developers Association of Nigeria, so that to also collaborate with the effort of His Excellency in solving housing problem in Ogun State. So we want to say thank you, Your Excellency, and we wish you more of this in Jesus' precious name. Thank you.
bó ṣe ń ṣiṣẹ́ yẹn bọ̀ dákun tètè ṣe é kó yọrí bó ṣe ń ṣiṣẹ́ yẹn bọ̀ lóluwà bàbá ṣe é kó yọrí iye bó ṣe ń ṣiṣẹ́ yẹn bọ̀ dákun tètè ṣe é kó yọrí bó ṣe ń ṣiṣẹ́ yẹn bọ̀ lẹ́kún wà.
At this point, we like our royal majesties and royal fathers to also chip in their voices to what we are celebrating today. And on behalf of the royal majesties that we have here, torí pé ètò òun náà là ń ṣe, èyí tá a ṣe kẹ́yìn bàbá wa kábíyèsí aláké òun la pè láti sọ̀rọ̀ lórúkọ gbogbo àwọn lọ́balọ́ba tó wà ní ìkàlẹ̀ lónìí. Mama fi tọ̀wọ̀tọ̀wọ̀ pé bàbá wa, the Akaribo of Remo Kingdom, His Royal Majesty Ọba Babatunde Ajayi FCA. Kábíyèsí o, kábíyèsí. Bí kábíyèsí ṣe ń bọ̀, ó ní mo kí gbogbo àwa ẹlẹ́gbẹ́jẹgbẹ́ tó wà ń bí. Up Ojis Farm, thank you very much. Up Road, Up Romo, Up Amora, gbogbo wa pátápátá, ó ní a kí. Ẹ ṣeun lọ́pọ̀.
Kí là ń fọ ọba kù ọba láṣẹ. Àdó ọba, ìlẹ̀kẹ̀ ọba, ọ̀pá ọba, bàtà ọba, ìrùkẹ̀rẹ̀ ọba tọba ní ìṣòro. Àìmọ̀rí àdójà kò tún bomi gbogbo. Kí lẹ wí? Àdó ọba, ìlẹ̀kẹ̀ ọba, ọ̀pá ọba, bàtà ọba, ìrùkẹ̀rẹ̀ ọba tọba ní ìṣòro. Àìmọ̀rí àdójà kò tún bomi. Àjàyí owó. Ajayi àtàtà alágogo lékun àbẹ̀yìn ọ̀rọ̀ pélémọ̀ ọ̀gbẹ̀lẹ̀ òde ìjálẹ̀ ilé Ajayi o kábíyèsí Ajayi ọba ló gbà ló.
Thank you. Your Excellency, our own Prince Dapo Abiodun, the Deputy Governor of the state, Alayeluwas, Chairman, Ogun State Council of Obas, ably represented by D. Dagburewe, Baba Alake, the Alake of Ebeland, Mokiyi, Olu Laro, also ably represented. I greet all the cabinets here present. Tell the Bonomo Indi, Layo Lemadele. Let me seize the opportunity to stand on the existing protocol. I know that there are people I want to say hello to. For personal reasons, I want to greet the speaker, Eshewo Modukbeo. Housing, like it's been said, it's a veritable mode of livelihood. I want to commend the government for what they have done. And I recall with nostalgia, some months or I think years now ago, unfortunately for the then administration, they have a way of making sure that all the paramolas would talk at their occasions. So my very first outing, we were having a rice meal, I think. And then I was called, I said, I should come and talk. Of course, I've looked at the program. I saw that there was no rice meal in Remo. When I got to the podium, the first thing I said is,
Is it because you cannot grow rice in Remo? What is going on? I know that the then commissioner, who happened to be a daughter of the soil, did apologize and said, yes, there is something in a kind of blah, blah story. But the point I'm trying to bring is the spread of development in our state, which has not been witnessed to such degree ever. Whilst you know that government resources are meager, I acknowledge that some of us are still complaining, but we acknowledge that a lot has been done to redress our plight. You've just started. The race has just started. You're not even midway. The zeal and strength to initiate, conclude programs of this nature will give it to you. Our people have now recognized we pay we are the music. This government is our own. The government is doing well. This government, by the grace of God, will not and shall not disappoint us. God bless us.
Kábíyèsí, Adé apẹ́ lórí, bàtà apẹ́ lẹ́sẹ̀. The body of general managers and chief executive officers of government, parastatals and institutions in Ogun State, we celebrate you in a special manner today. I'll be inviting the chairman of the Housing Corporation Board to also address us today. And as the chairman of the board is coming, I rejoice with all other board members, and in a special way, the general manager of the Ogun State Housing Corporation and members of his team and management team. Estate Sobio Wale Ojo, congratulations on this feat that you have accomplished for the Housing Corporation. Chairman of the Housing Corporation Board is Chief Shanusi.
Your Excellency, the Executive Governor of Ogun State, Prince Dr. Dakbo Abeokuta MFR, Her Excellency, the Deputy Governor of Ogun State, Engineer 9-month Salako Oyedele, the Chief Judge of Ogun State, the Secretary to the Government, the Chief of Staff, and my brother, the Head of Service, our KBC transitional rulers, the Commissioner here present, all other members of the State Executive Council, the Chairman, Board of Parastatals, all other protocol observed. On behalf of the board, management, and entire staff of Ogun State Housing Corporation, I deem it a great pleasure and rare honor to welcome you all to Ogun State Housing Corporation, Ajebo Road Estate, Idiaba, Abeokuta. On this landmark and epoch-making occasion, where His Excellency Prince Dakbo Abeokuta is officially unveiling a world-class, fully service-gated estate Taj Prince Court. A project that is developed by Ogun State Housing Corporation comprises of 130 housing units of different types, ranging from 2-bedroom semi-detached to 2- and 3-bedroom detached bungalow,
being the first phase of the project in this location. Before going further, let me thank the Almighty God who has made today a reality, for without him, no achievement would have been made. As we are all aware, housing is a sine qua non to global sustainable goal. No wonder Matthew Desmond of America started, and I quote, "I don't think you can address poverty unless you address lack of affordable housing in the cities." This postulation encapsulates the love that the current government, ably led by our own Omoba Dakwabiodun, asked for his people for making decent and affordable housing under the provision of infrastructure a major agenda in his 5 cardinal points. It is noteworthy to mention and show to the people of Ogun State the level of kind-heartedness and responsiveness being displayed by our governor. This administration is just 2 years old, and within these few years, COVID, wasted months, but notwithstanding, 130 housing units are completed, and another 150 will in a matter of weeks be delivered, bringing the total to 280 units in this estate. This is just one of the laudable and people-oriented achievements of our governor that has made possible through Ogun State Housing Corporation. Let me personally congratulate all the beneficiaries of this project, as I will term this a rare opportunity which might be difficult to come by anywhere in the country in this skyrocketing inflation era. Your Excellency, sir, you have again written your name on the sand of time through this gesture. This project is, however, being replicated by this corporation in different locations across the 3 senatorial districts. That of Ogun East is going at the Housing Corporation Itorin, Odogbolu, Ijebu-Ode Estate. The location for Ogun West is already here marked. The corporation's E4 Estate is to commence with the approval of His Excellency any moment from now. There is no gainsaying that no country in the world is absolutely free of housing challenge, but every nation must aspire to provide adequate for and protected the dignity of our citizens. As the present administration is paying special attention to the dire need of housing accommodation for the ever-increasing population of Ogun State, in the face of discouraging various factors arising primarily from huge capital outlay required, Ogun State Housing Corporation has gone extra mile to engage some private developers in serious discussion toward private partnership program. The result of this will soon be seen and felt in places like Ota and Abeokuta. Your Excellency, you are indeed a go-getter, a humble achiever, and a silent achiever. Congratulations, sir. It is not surprising. Anna Claudia said, and I quote, "Achievement is no focus, it is focus. May God continue to grant you wisdom and direct you. Consecutively, I want to appreciate the Honorable Commissioner for Housing and my team, starting from members of the Corporation Board, General Manager, Management Team, and the entire staff of this Housing Corporation. I appreciate you all. Your Excellency, sir, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, we appreciate you all for making it a duty out of your tight schedule. And again, we heartily welcome you to this propitious ceremony, I wish you journey back, much easy, back to your different destination. Long life, Nigeria. Long life, Ogun State. Long life, Ogun State Housing Corporation. Thank you all.
Thank you very much, Chief Shanusi. Let me now invite all of us, whichever screen that is facing the direction in which we are seated, there is a specially packaged production from the Ministry of Housing of how we got to where we are today. So we'd like you to just watch this production, The Quantum Leap of Dapo Abiodun Housing Revolution. Happy viewing.
The people who worked here, the artisans, the laborers.
We are still watching live telecast of the official commissioning of Prince Court Estate in Kemta, Abeokuta. We have just listened to various goodwill messages from the Federal Mortgage Bank to the chairman of Board of Housing Corporation in Ogun State. A short documentary is what about to watch about the activities of these governments in the area of housing. Let's just enjoy this.
We need to teach people these skills so that they can go from being unemployed to being entrepreneurs by themselves. This project was conceived by this administration in line with our vision on social welfare and the well-being of our people, to provide housing across the length and breadth of the state. We're going to have similar units in Shagam, in Djibouti, in Abeokuta, in Ilaro, in the areas of Mowe, Ibafa area, somewhere around in the local government as well. So we're going to have a lot of this. I believe that there's no citizen of this state that will not be proud to live in such a civilized environment as this.
Right as we enjoy that production,
what we've done here is we've provided.
We will invite the Ogun State Cultural Troupe to just entertain us for 3 minutes. Just fade down the audio of that production. We'll continue watching the video, but we take 2 minutes from the award-winning Ogun State Cultural Troupe. Thank you.
Adédàpọ̀ Adédàpọ̀ gbẹ̀rẹ̀ bọ̀ ọmọ akẹ́sàn gbẹ̀rẹ̀ bọ̀ Adédàpọ̀ Adédàpọ̀ gbẹ̀rẹ̀ oya Adédàpọ̀ yọ̀mí ni yọ̀ Adédàpọ̀ yọ̀mí ni yọ̀ ó ti yọ̀ jù wọ́n lọ ọmọ akẹ́sàn ó ti yọ̀ jù wọ́n lọ jù wọ́n lọ jù wọ́n lọ.
Thank you. Thank you very much indeed. Thank you. Thank you, the Ogo State Cultural Troupe. We thank you. And we also salute the Lafarge team for making this project come to reality with your own product. Thank you very, very much. Of course, the general manager, members of the team of Housing Corporation, you did a wonderful job in record time in ensuring that this project is available. And now, Your Excellencies, very distinguished ladies and gentlemen, Ogo State has as its captain one man who is passionate about producing and providing roof over the heads of people at affordable prices. Mr. Roads, Mr. Housing, Mr. Agriculture, the man who says his administration is based on fairness, justice, and equality. To now address us today, I invite His Excellency, the Governor of the Gateway State, Prince Dapo Abeokuta MFR. Your Excellency, sir.
Ọlọ́run tó dá àwọn òkè yìí jáde, ẹ̀yin ni mo fi ọpẹ́ ẹ̀mí fún. Ọlọ́run tó dá àwọn òkè yìí jáde, ẹ̀yin ni mo fi ọpẹ́ ẹ̀mí fún. Ta ni wọ́n tún gbé ga o, nǹkan ṣe bàbá lòkè. Ta ni wọ́n tún fi gbogbo ọpẹ́ mi fún. Ọlọ́run tó dá àwọn òkè yìí jáde, ẹ̀yin ni mo fi ọpẹ́ ẹ̀mí fún. Lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí Ọlọ́run tó dá àwọn òkè ìbàdí, ẹ̀yin ni mo fi ọpẹ́ ẹ̀mí fún. Ta ni wọ́n tún gbé ga o, kò ṣe bàbá lòkè. Ta ni wọ́n tún fi gbogbo ọpẹ́ mi fún. Ọlọ́run tó dá àwọn òkè ìbàdí, ẹ̀yin ni mo fi ọpẹ́ ẹ̀mí fún. Ó yá torí Ọlọ́run kọjú séèyàn kan, Deputy Governor, ẹ bá mi kọjú séèyàn kan. Ẹ sọ fún wọn wípé wàláì èmi àbáwọn rí tèmi ṣe. Èmi àbáwọn rí tèmi. Níjọba dàpọ̀ èmi àbáwọn rí tèmi ṣe. Èmi àbáwọn. Kábíyèsí ẹ kọjú sí èèyàn kan èmi àbáwọn rí tèmi ṣe. Èmi àbáwọn rí tèmi. Tó bá jẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀ 4+4, ìfúnkẹ́ tó continuity. Ṣáàkì. 4+4. 4+4.
Thank you. Onílù
not the song I wanted to sing, though. So now you've sung your own song. You sing my own song. Okay? O ti
ṣiṣẹ́ rẹ̀ bọ̀. Bàbá ṣe láṣepé. Òkè láyé mi. Mo ti ṣiṣẹ́ rẹ̀ bọ̀.
O ti ṣiṣẹ́ rẹ̀ bọ̀.
Bàbá ṣe láṣepé. Mo ti ṣiṣẹ́ rẹ̀ bọ̀ láyé mi. Bàbá ṣe láṣepé. Ó yá gbọ́dọ̀ wá gbọ́ ẹni bá ní kò má làlùyọ. Bàbá dákun ṣe wọ́n mọ́ṣẹ́. Bó ṣe ń ṣiṣẹ́ yẹn bọ̀ lóluwà. Bàbá ṣe láṣepé. Mo ti ṣiṣẹ́ rẹ̀ bọ̀. Bàbá ṣe láṣepé. Bó ṣe ń ṣiṣẹ́ yẹn bọ̀ láyé wa. Bàbá ṣe láṣepé. Kódà náà ìgbà ìfẹ́ olúbalà ní oṣù kan. Òkùnrin rẹ̀ kí padà sẹ́ ní oṣù kan. Ọ̀rọ̀ lẹ́jẹ̀ tó wá sọ ìgbòlò ní ilé ọ̀fẹ́. Àkùnà lọ́gbọ́ tí bá ní
Thank you. Her Excellency, the Deputy Governor of Ogun State, Engineer Noimot Salako Yedele, the Speaker of the Ogun State House of Assembly, ably represented by the Deputy Speaker, Honorable Akeem Balogun, the Chief Judge of Ogun State, Honorable Justice Mosumola Dikpeolu, all your excellencies, the deputy governors that are here present, erstwhile speakers of Ogun State here present, I see a few of you. I will use one of you as a point of contact. I see Suraj Adekumbi and others. I'll use you as a point of contact for all the former speakers that are here present. The Secretary of State Government, Mr. Tokunbo Talabi, the Head of Service, Alaja Salmo Totun, my Chief of Staff, all former heads of service that are here present, the Chairman of Ogun State Housing Corporation, the Commissioner for Housing, other members of the Ogun State Executive Council that are here present, all other members of the Ogun State House of Assembly that are here present, all other members of the statutory commissions and boards of Ogun State that are here present, all judges, I see quite a few of you that are here present, members of the body of permanent secretaries that are here this afternoon, His Royal Majesty, the Alake and Paramount ruler of Egbaland, Oba Dr. Adedotun Aremu Gbadebo, His Royal Majesty and Paramount ruler of Remoland, Oba Babatunde Ajayi, the Akaribo, His Royal Majesty, the Paramount ruler of Ijebuland, Oba Dr. Sikiru Kayode Adetono, ably represented by His Royal Highness Oba Wayo Adekoya, the Dagburewe of Idowa, His Royal Majesty and Paramount ruler of Yewaland, Oba Kehinde Olugbenle, ably represented by His Royal Highness Oba Benjamin Olanite, the Onimeko of Imeko. I want to personally and particularly recognize my own Royal Highness, the Alakperu of Iperu. He's here. I use him as a point of contact for all other royal fathers that are here present this afternoon. All other members of our great party, particularly our chairman, our party leaders, our transition chairman,
our candidates for local governments, those that are lucky to have been allotted houses in this beautiful estate, various leaders and associations that are here present, our Yalojars that are here present, all other very important personalities, distinguished guests, gentlemen of the press, ladies and gentlemen. I join others to welcome us all to this very auspicious occasion of the commissioning of the first phase of the Prince Court Estate, the first in the series of our housing estate built by your administration. This event marks another important landmark in the continued and successful implementation of our Building Our Future Together agenda. The importance attached to shelter as one of the basic necessities of human life cannot be overemphasized. Little wonder the General Assembly of the United Nations, in its resolution 40/2020-202A of 17 December 1985, set aside a day for global celebration of the Habitat Day, which is the 5th of October every year. Housing is at the center of the United Nations' new urban agenda. The resolution is aimed at creating public awareness and enlightenment by providing accommodation for our people, especially as to create affordable shelter for the people of this world. It is also aimed at reminding us that we all have the power and responsibility to shape the future of our communities by embracing policies and programs that ensure the provision of housing, sites and services schemes so as to make our cities inclusive, safe, resilient, and sustainable in accordance with the Sustainable Development Goal 11. Shelter remains one of the basic needs of human beings and has continued to be one of the most expensive assets to be owned by individuals. Though it may require a huge capital outlay, however, the return on that investment is usually very gratifying. The task ahead is to harness all resources and manpower that we have to reduce poverty and provide affordable shelter for our people. It has therefore become an integral responsibility of our government to ensure that we provide adequate shelter and safe and healthier society through deliberate and methodical approach to urban development. Yes, today may not be a day set aside to celebrate the UN housing scheme or policy. However, more than 130 families will have the opportunity to have roofs over their heads, and we are glad that we are living up to that responsibility that has been entrusted to us by your votes. This housing project that we're commissioning today attests to our commitment towards infrastructure development in general and the provision of decent shelter as a basic human need and a right in our state. Our commitment to the provision of infrastructure, and particularly the improvement of the social well-being and welfare of our citizens, is not negotiable. In another few weeks, the second phase of this project, which comprises of another 150 units, will be completed and ready for commissioning. That would make a combined total of 280 housing units in Kemta Housing Estate. This is part of our methodical and deliberate implementation of Ishaya for the continued development of our dear state and ensuring the wellness well-being, and welfare of our people at all times. A few days ago, exactly Wednesday, 16th May 2021, we all gathered together to commission the Lantore Elite Idiaba Road here in Abeokuta. It is not a coincidence that this housing estate is the next project that we are commissioning. It is part of our wholesome design for Greater Abeokuta as a befitting capital city. This is part of our deliberate approach to ensure that Abeokuta, the capital city of Ogun State, has befitting infrastructure that will make it stand out as a capital city amongst its peers, not only in Nigeria, but throughout Africa. I take this opportunity to congratulate the entire people and residents of Idiaba, in particular, and Abeokuta in general, for witnessing to history. 2 years ago, when I was taking oath of office, I made certain promises. These promises include, amongst others, that I will be even, I'll be fair, I'll be just, and I'll be equitable in the development of all parts of our dear state. And I believe that we are fulfilling that promise. We promise that no part of our dear state will be developed at the expense of another part. We promise that we'll be inclusive by involving our people in the decision-making process on issues that affect them. We promise that we will complete any inherited project that has the potential to deliver the benefit to our dear people, because your Commonwealth has been invested in them. We also promised that we will initiate new projects in line with our Ishaya development pillars. We have lived to all these promises. We promise that we'll be transparent, we'll be accountable, and also ensure the strategic allocation of resources to derive optimal benefit to you, the good people of Ogun State. I remain committed to these promises. My dear people of Ogun State, today is another testament to the fact that we are indeed a promise-keeping administration. This housing facility has added to the aesthetic value of this environment. This is in addition to its socio-economic importance. Your government is providing this affordable housing at a rate of about 6 million naira. This is what affordable truly means. 6 million naira for 2 3-bedroom houses. To serve as an incentive to our civil servants, we are also giving them a discount to underscore our demonstration to the commitment to their welfare and well-being. Our civil and public servants have continued to be a major catalyst for the success that we continue to record in our building our future together agenda. In this direction, the Gateway Mortgage Bank has been directed to provide the needed mortgage for subscribers of these housing units. We are aware that with increasing population in growth, there are pressures upon the few units, thereby unfolding the inadequacies of our people's access to decent housing. However, your government is determined to provide at least 2,500 of these houses in the first 4 years of our administration. 2,500. I did not hear an applause. Thank you, thank you. This figure is more houses than all the previous administrations have provided since the creation of this state. Let me remind you that we are building this type of affordable houses across the 3 central districts. You'd have seen the one in Kobakwe, we are building in Jebode, we are building in Ilaro, we are building in Abeokuta. This should have convinced our doubting Thomases the strength of our resolve. With your support and prayers, we shall deliver them all. Seeing our zeal, the federal government has also expressed desire to partner with us and complement our efforts. Thus, they will be providing 10,000 units under the social housing scheme. We have committed land to that. Federal government is providing 10,000 units under the social housing scheme. A round of applause for President Muhammadu Buhari, GCFR. Let me say that in anticipation to deliver on our promises to the good people of Ogun State, we have commenced and we have used all our agencies, the Ogun State Housing Corporation, the Ministry of Housing, and the Ogun State Property Investment Corporation. This estate, Prince Court, comprises of semi-detached and fully detached 2- and 3-bedroom units. Completed, some are completed, some are in carcasses. And you can see the amenities, first-class amenities. Third road, water supply, good drainage system, total fencing, security, power supply, street lights. This is not just some shoddy estate built in the middle of nowhere like you've seen in the past that has become the den of armed robbers and miscreants. The 150 housing units of the second phase of Prince Court consist of the same features. And like I said, it will soon be finished in about 2 weeks. This is in line with our economic sustainability plan, particularly at a time when our country's economy has been adversely affected by the pandemic. This estate has been built by direct labor. The artisans were drawn from this corridor. So your painters, your welders, your bricklayers, and so on and so forth, have been the ones that have built this estate. To take the full benefit of Kemta Housing Estate, we have also, like you must have seen, awarded the contract of the Kemta Ilugun Shomori Road, and the work has actually commenced. That is the road that leads us to this estate. That road will also serve as another bypass to the ever-busy camp of Toko Ashero Road. Let me also make another promise to you as I stand here. This road will be finished in the next 7 to 8 months. 7 to 8 months for the completion of this road. On other fronts, the rehabilitation works at our Arakanga Water Works in Abeokuta has been completed. You recall that when I assumed office, I went to visit that water works and discovered all the problems that they had. And we immediately went to town and we began to resolve those problems. Today, pipe-borne water has started flowing in Abeokuta. Am I correct? We've seen water in Elega, Adedotun, Abeokuta North Local Government, and some other places in Abeokuta South. More areas will follow suit as we restore the recirculation across the length and breadth of this big city. Yet, some cynics may decide not to see this for their own reasons. Perhaps they are blind, perhaps they are deaf. I do not doubt that our transformational infrastructure projects are obvious for all the good people of Ogun State and Nigeria to see, because they speak for themselves. In the last couple of months, we have commissioned and continue to commission landmark projects in all the 3 senatorial districts. We were in order to commission the Ray Power OC Kola Road, which was our first set of projects that connect us with adjoining Lagos State. We commissioned the Lusada Igbesa Guadon Free Trade Zone Road. We turned the sword on the Aton Agbara Lusada Road, and we commissioned the Lantoro Elite Idioba Road. In essence, the commission train is on the move. Our determination is to commission a project every week. However, at times we are not able to do so because of other things that come up in government. Your local government may be the next. Also ready for commissioning in Ogun Central is the Fajol Bonogu Road in Obantoko. This road is 7.1 kilometers long. Let me remind you that we are working in 18 of our 20 local governments. 18 out of 20 local governments. This administration has built or constructed 272 kilometers of roads in 2 years. 272 kilometers of road in 2 years. Even when the pandemic robbed us of a minimum of 12 months. The Pasheke Adigbe Road is nearing completion. We have completed the Vespa Road in Ife local government. The Denro Ishati Abeokuta Road is ongoing. So also the Journalist Road in Obafemi Owode. The total Itori Road is ongoing in Ewekoro. So also is Lafenwa Randa Road. Is also work is going on in earnest on that road as well. We do not promise to do everything. We are not promising that I'm a Shegbogwe. Like the musician said, le Shegbogwe. However, we will leave this state much better than we met it. We will leave no stone unturned to give you the full benefits of investing your votes in us. We'll ensure that you reap the full benefits of investing your votes in us and entrusting us with your mandate. Let me commend the chairman, the GM, the management, and the entire staff of the Ogun State Housing Corporation for their relentless efforts towards making this project realizable. Nevertheless, you must be reminded that more tasks are ahead in order to match the ever-increasing demand for housing in our dear state. On the part of your government, we will not renege on our promises to the people of our dear state. I want to assure you that the next 2 years, by the special grace of God, we would have delivered our promises in full. With the support of you and your prayers, God will take us to the promised land. Our sincerity and undying goodwill have also been the impetus for more public-private sector partnership. The private sector has continued to show more trust to partner with us. Let me say this to you. Our vision is very clear. We said we will create the enabling environment for public-private sector partnership to thrive. We do not have to beg people to come to Ogun State. We are not begging people to come. You don't have to beg investors. We create, all you have to do is create that enabling environment for them to come. We are providing the necessary infrastructure for them to come. We are displaying the fact that we are a good administration. We are respecting all the tenets of good governance. And you know what? They are coming. They are seeing all our efforts. And they are coming to Ogun State. Only 3 days ago, the president and management of Afrexim Bank, they came and visited with us, and they gave us a $200 million envelope. We didn't have to beg. Lord Benwon. They saw what we are doing, and they thought it necessary and important to come and partner with us. This is not just shiny news. It's an endorsement of our policy in public-private sector partnership. This show of cooperation is definitely born out of trust, and we are very excited. Let me also assure you that all other corporations, organizations are welcome to come and partner with us. As I end this address, let me urge the beneficiaries of this estate to make this estate a model for cleanliness. Please look after this estate. Clear your drainages. Form an estate association. Ensure you have sanitation days. Be responsible citizens. I want to enjoin our people to reduce the personal burden for home ownership by utilizing the mortgage services of the Gateway Savings and Loan. I'm glad that the MD of the Gateway Savings and Loan is here. I want to thank all of you for listening to me. I want to thank you for coming, even at such short notice. Let me assure you that we will be inviting you every week to come and commission one project or the other. Do not be tired. This is to showcase what we have done by your entrusting your votes to us. You know, people accuse me, they say to us, you don't make enough noise. You don't showcase what you do. So, I said, we will showcase them. We will not make unnecessary noise. But we'll make the noise that is required by showcasing this project. Join me in singing, Sherry, Shewa, Sherry, Shewa, Sherry, Shewa.
It's now time for the symbolic presentation of keys to the allottees, and thereafter, His Excellency will proceed to commission the Prince Court Estate. We'll invite Kabiesi Alake of Egbeland, His Royal Majesty Oba Adedoto Badibo CFR. We'll also invite the Chief Judge of Ogun State, Honorable Justice Mosumola Dipeolu, the Deputy Speaker, Honorable Balogu, and of course, Our Excellency, the Deputy Governor of Ogun State, Engineer Noimot Salako Oyedele, while the last presentation will be done by His Excellency, the Governor of Ogun State himself.
Fafiolu Oluwatosin.
Ẹ kú oríire o, ilé àtúrà o, ẹ ṣàmì.
I work with rural establishment and training.
She works where?
Miss Oluwatosin Ann Fafiolu. God bless you. Ilé àtúrà o.
Dr. Oladapo Abeodun Oladipo Abeodun Mariam. This is the offer of allocation at Prince Dapo Abeodun MFR Residential Estate, Prince Court, Kemta, Abeokuta, presented to Dr. Oladipo Abeodun Mariam. Congratulations. And these are the keys. Ilea Turao. Please keep the environment clean, serene, and be security conscious. Thank you.
Speaker. Mafia, mafia. So.
Olunowo Adedeji Olatunji. I present this key of the Prince Court Estate, Kemta, Abeokuta, project of Prince Dr. Abeokuta, the Executive Governor of Ogun State, Ilea Turasa. Congratulations, sir.
Your Excellency, my favorite APC show. Yeah. Mafia, mafia. Mafi kolera moto. Mafi ramoni lu. My favorite APC show.
Mr. Odulaja. Mr. Odulaja, on behalf of the Governor, His Excellency Prince Abeokuta, who is a man that walks his talks, I want to congratulate you on this allocation of house. Congratulations, Iliatura. Your Excellency, thank you, sir. You are now a landlord. Congratulations.
Ẹlẹ́dàá ṣòfò. Máa fẹ́ gbẹ́ APC ṣòwòrè. Excellency, ẹlẹ́dàá ṣòfò. Máa fẹ́ gbẹ́ APC ṣòwòrè. Mafia. Mafi kọ́lé ra mọ́tò.
Abdulolubumi Rebecca, please, would like you to come forward. Thank you very much.
On behalf of Excellency, the Governor of Ogun State, Prince Dr. Abeokuta, you, Mrs. Abdul Olubumi Rebecca, I hereby offer you this key further to your application to purchase a corporation building here. I am pleased to convey approval of His Excellency to you, and I offer you the key of Block 3, Plot 2A, 2-bedroom semi-detached, at the rate of 4,500,000. So this is the key for you. May God bless you, bless the house, give you long life and wisdom to live happy money in the house.
Máa fẹ́ gbẹ́ APC ṣeun rere.
Your Excellency.
Ẹlẹ́dàá ṣògbọ́. Máa fẹ́ gbẹ́ APC ṣeun rere. Mafia, mafia. Mafi kọ́lé ra mọ́tò.
On behalf of His Excellency, On behalf of His Excellency Prince Dapo Abiodun MFR, I'm pleased to present to you the offer letter for your new bungalow here at the Prince Court Estate, Kemta, Idiaba. This is presented to Dr. Mohammed Dabiri and Mrs. Teniade Dabiri. Congratulations.
Mr. Omotilewa Oluwatoyin Olufemi.
Mr. Omotilewa Oluwatoyin Olufemi, you have been allocated a unit of 2-bedroom semi-detached bungalow by the Ogun State Housing Corporation for the price of 4.5 million naira. Congratulations. Ilé onígbóná wọn mọ yín lára o.
Gómìnà dáadáa ní gómìnà wa. Gómìnà dáadáa ní gómìnà wa.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much, Mr. Governor.
Ó ṣe wá dáadáa. Ó hùwà dáadáa sí wa. Gómìnà dáadáa.
Therefore, we'll invite His Excellency, the Governor of Ogun State, joined by Her Excellency, the Deputy Governor, and all other very distinguished personalities, in joining His Excellency to commission the Prince Court Estate. All distinguished honorable members that are here, distinguished senators,
yàtọ̀ sí gbogbo ẹ̀ la máa ṣe gbogbo ìlérí ló ti ṣe ó yàtọ̀ sí gbogbo ẹ̀ la máa ṣe ọmọ ọba Dàpọ̀ Abíọ́dún gbogbo ìlérí ló ti ṣe ó yàtọ̀ sí gbogbo ẹ̀ la máa ṣe ọmọ ọba Dàpọ̀ Abíọ́dún gbogbo ìlérí ló ti ṣe lẹ́kọ̀ọ́ lúmọ̀ gbogbo ẹ̀ la máa ṣe ọmọ ọba Dàpọ̀ Abíọ́dún gbogbo ìlérí ló ti ṣe ó yàtọ̀ sí gbogbo ẹ̀ la máa ṣe gbogbo ìlérí ló ti ṣe ó yàtọ̀ sí gbogbo ẹ̀ la máa ṣe láyíwọ lámì táyọ̀ gbogbo ìlérí ló ti ṣe ó yàtọ̀ sí gbogbo ẹ̀ la máa ṣe ọmọ ọba Dàpọ̀ Abíọ́dún gbogbo ìlérí ló ti ṣe ó ṣe ó yàtọ̀.
That was symbolic presentation to some of the beneficiaries of the blocks of flats we have at Prince Court, Kemta in Abeokuta. Right about now, the governor, accompanied with the deputy and other dignitaries, are moving towards the official commissioning of the Prince Court Estate, Kemta in Idiaba, Abeokuta. We shall be watching as His Excellency cuts the cake to declare the estate open.
Alájà Sálímà kábíyèsí aláyélúwà aláyélúwà kábíyèsí aláké gbogbo ẹ̀ báwo kí ẹ akárìgbò tí gbọ́ngbọ́ rẹ́mọ olówódé yóò gbà. 4+4 4+4 4+4 4+4 Grandmaster 4+4 Bami tẹ̀lé Grandmaster Bami tẹ̀lé.
Another promise made, another promise kept by this administration under the leadership of Prince Dapo Abiodun. We also like your Royal Majesties and your Royal Highnesses to please join His Excellency in commissioning this Spring Court Estate.
In commemoration of the commissioning of Abeokuta by me, His Excellency Dr. Abiodun MFR, Governor of Ogun State, today, Thursday, 4th July 2021, to the glory of God and to the use of the good people of Ogun State. Ìgbéga ìpínlẹ̀ Ògùn.
Much, Your Excellency. Congratulations to you, the board chairman and all other members of the Housing Corporation Board. First, the manager of the Housing Corporation and members of his team. We rejoice with you. Another promise made, another promise kept.
Ẹ jẹ́ ká so wọ̀pọ̀. Ẹ jẹ́ ká parapọ̀. Kájọ gbẹ́gbẹ́ APC lárugẹ. Kájọ gbẹ́gbẹ́ APC lárugẹ. Ẹ jẹ́ ká so wọ̀pọ̀. Ẹ jẹ́ ká parapọ̀ kó lè dá. Ẹ jẹ́ ká so wọ̀pọ̀. Ẹ jẹ́ ká parapọ̀. Kájọ gbẹ́gbẹ́ APC lárugẹ. Kájọ gbẹ́gbẹ́ APC lárugẹ kó lè dá. Oríṣiríṣi ló ń ṣe ní ìdọ̀sọ̀. Rẹ̀mílẹ́kún. Rẹ̀mílẹ́kún ọmọ Azẹ́yọ̀.
Sọ. Eminent and distinguished guests.
àwọn eléyìí wọ́n yàtọ̀ sí gbogbo ẹ̀ la máa ṣe gbogbo ẹ̀ náà ti ń ṣe nípínlẹ̀ Ògùn. Ẹ jẹ́ ká so wọn pọ̀. Ẹ jẹ́ ká fara pọ̀. Kájọ gbẹ́gbẹ́ APC yìí lárugẹ. Kájọ gbẹ́gbẹ́ APC yìí lárugẹ kó lè dá.
Kò jẹ́ 500 that we're committed to be. I'm commissioning this to the glory of the Almighty God. I'm commissioning this to thank the good people of Ogun State for entrusting their money to us. I'm commissioning this to the youth of Ogun State citizens and everybody else that has come to make Ogun State their home. To the glory of God and for the prosperity, socio-economic development of the dear state. Here's a come back here at the TT at the interchange.
Àtọ́balẹ́dẹ̀ balógun dòdò ń dáwà kájọ gbẹgbẹ APC yìí lárugẹ kájọ gbẹgbẹ APC yìí lárugẹ ẹ jẹ́ ká sọ̀wọ́ pọ̀ ẹ jẹ́ ká parapọ̀ ó lè dá. Ẹ jẹ́ ká sọ̀wọ́ pọ̀. Balógun Atọ́batẹ́lẹ̀ dòdò ń dáwà.
And the official commissioning of Prince Court Estate Kemta Idiaba and presentation of keys to the early occupier or buyers of these 2-3 bedroom bungalows at the Kemta Idiaba Prince Court Estate. I must also add here that the layout here, all the streets are well tarred with street lights and of course water, central water system to complement the facilities we have here. Without doubt, the Prince Court Estate here is a beauty to watch in terms of aesthetics and in terms of layout. The process for acquisition of any of the flats here is by registering with the Gateway Mortgage Bank, Kelewo, and any of the schemes around the state. You can always register with Gateway Mortgage Bank closest to the location of the scheme. 10% of the total cost is what prospective buyers will pay. It is also open to civil servants and non-civil servants alike. The opportunity is still open for those who want to be part of this, because the first phase, which is 150 units, is ready for occupation, while another 150 is almost completed near this first phase where we are presently. So opportunities avail itself for those who want to actually buy any of these blocks of flats that we have here. Earlier on, we mentioned the fact that the state government is actually targeting 1,331 in 2 years, but the governor has just also informed us that In his first term, he's targeting minimum of 3,000 units of various categories of housing units. It's been a successful program here, and we will likely see more of this, as Mr. Governor has also said that he will not only do these projects, but he will also commission them officially for people to know. In his Ishaya mantras, he said he will walk the talk and fulfill all the promises that he has made. And that much is what we have seen here today. Remi is here, and she will be talking to you in Yoruba language.
Gẹ́gẹ́ bí ètò gbogbo ṣe lọ sí láti mú wá fún yín láti bí wákàtí mélòó kan sẹ́yìn báyìí níbi ayẹyẹ pípilẹ̀ ṣe agboolé ìjọba ti Prince Court tó wà ní Kemta Ìdíàbà nílùú Abeokuta. A ti rí bí wọ́n ṣe fa kọ́kọ́rọ́ lé lára àwọn tí wọ́n jàǹfààní ilé náà lọ́wọ́, tí gómìnà ìpínlẹ̀ Ògùn Ọmọọba Dàpọ̀ Abíọ́dún sì tún sì ń ṣèlérí pẹ̀lú ẹ̀jẹ́ wípé irúfẹ́ iṣẹ́ àkànṣe báyìí náà ni ó máa di ṣíṣí láwọn agbègbè tó kù káàkiri ní ìpínlẹ̀ Ògùn.
kò ní kò tọ́tọ̀ tiwa ẹ má ṣe báwọn jà o ìbò ní ẹjọ́. ọ̀rọ̀ bí wọ́n bá yẹ APC èwo lẹ́jọ́ yìí. bí wọ́n bá ṣe APC èwo lẹ́jọ́ yìí. kò nígbà tẹ́ ẹ bá ń fa pósítà ya kò nígbà tẹ́ ẹ bá ń fa pósítà ya o bí wọ́n bá ṣe APC. ó yá ìjọba Dàpọ̀ Abíọ́dún gbogbo ìlérí náà ti ń ṣe ó yàtọ̀ sí gbogbo ẹ̀ la máa ṣe gbogbo ìlérí náà ti ń ṣe ó yàtọ̀ sí gbogbo ẹ̀ la máa ṣe gbogbo ọ̀nà náà ti ń ṣe ó yàtọ̀ sí gbogbo ẹ̀ la máa ṣe ìjọba Dàpọ̀ Abíọ́dún gbogbo ìlérí náà mú ń ṣe ó yàtọ̀ sí gbogbo ẹ̀ la máa ṣe ìjọba Dàpọ̀ Abíọ́dún gbogbo ìlérí náà ti ń ṣe ó yàtọ̀ sí gbogbo ẹ̀ la máa ṣe gbogbo housing pátá ìlérí náà ti ń ṣe ó yàtọ̀ sí gbogbo ẹ̀ la máa ṣe gbogbo ilé ìwé pátápátá ìlérí náà ti ń ṣe gbogbo hospital sí gbogbo ẹ̀ la máa ṣe ìjọba Dàpọ̀ Abíọ́dún gbogbo ìlérí náà ti ń ṣe.
A beautiful program it was.